Hi, Marshall. How are you? Thank you for coming by. You know, that phone has not rung all day. The minute I go live, the phone starts ringing. How does that happen? Can you hear me? That's the important question. Am I fuzzy? Am I in a tunnel? Hey, Kim, how are you? Thank you for coming by. Can you hear me, Kim? Am I muffled? Happy Wednesday. Oh, I sound great. Thank you, Marshall. Okay, life is good. Yep, that's how it works. Phone has not rung all day. Got the baby together. She's working on a project, and I'm like, yes. And then the phone rings, and I'm like, seriously? Really? Seriously? Sharon, hi. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How is everybody today? And welcome to WIP It Wednesday. Raven girl, hello. And you can hear me. Yes. Okay. And Roberta, I can hear you, but it seems like my mic volume is a tad low. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. I can move it up. I finally figured out how to work the clip without breaking it. I'm sleepy, need to be packing. Sharon, do I know where you're going? Where are you going? You going away for Christmas? Where are you going? Is this better, Cam? I got my 22 needle Addy in today. I'm all raven. Oh. So what are you going to make? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, I forgot to pin the link. Let's see here. I want to know what everybody's making. Cam, is that better or is it still low? Waxahachie, Texas, celebrating Christmas with my brother and his family. Ooh, it's pretty in Texas. I have heard of Waxahachie. Ooh, your mic is my dumb self and had the volume down on my end. You know, Cammy, it's either you or me. I mean, you know. Hi, I'll leave a thumbs up and need a power nap. Okay, Tank. Thank you for the thumbs up. Power naps are good. No, Power naps do not do me any good. I can't do this from here. What am I doing? Let's try. Hello. There we go. No, I don't. Well, I thought I had the kid situated. Did it then? There it is. Okay. Trying to work both ends against the middle. Excuse me, my granddaughter's related to Olivia. Hold on just a minute, please. Ooh. I'm sorry about that. I can't say the name of the town either, so I just call it Wax. And people know what you're talking about, okay? Yeah, but then there's a Waco as well, but you call it Wax, so they know, okay. I was gonna say, Cammy, check your volume because she sounds great to me. Well, Raven, I wish you had said something, then I would have known. But thank you, because we know about my audio issues, so I need all the help, love, and support I can get. Waxahachie, is that like the Tallahassee Bridge? That's an old song before everybody's age. Hi, Beverly. Thank you for coming by. Beverly, I am glad I caught your live yesterday because I had not worked with any of the craft items that you had out, and I really enjoyed it. And I wasn't there for the beginning, so I'm sorry about asking so many questions, but we all know DJ's middle name is Question. And I had my granddaughter doing it along with you, and I was trying to explain it to her. But since I didn't know what you were doing, I couldn't explain it. But we enjoyed you. Okay, Raven Cammy says he turned up and now he can hear me. So now am I too loud for everybody else since Cammy's turned up? Because I can talk a little softer, and it would make my lungs feel a little better. You said something in the beginning. God, I missed you. I was probably looking down and trying to get everything together. I'm sorry. Beverly says blessings to everybody. Oh, Marshall, you remember that song? Yes, Ode to Billy Joe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's it. Oh, Beverly, thank you, thank you. Because I didn't know if you had a headache or something going on, and if you were crafting for relaxation, and I was making you verbalize. Because sometimes I can't craft and talk. I just need to be mellow and be in the zone. Because I was sitting there going, I got to go back and find some of her instructions. Do you have an instructional craft video? Because it was very interesting for somebody who crochets. Oh, Roberta, you're gonna make me sick. What have you done now? Oh, right, you ran out of baking powder. I'm finishing slippers and did some baking. I was bad and ordered a shawl off Etsy, my oldest. Right, because you were in the live last night and you said that you were finished and then you ordered a shawl. Did you order the shawl or did you order the shawl pattern? You're not going to try to make it by Christmas, are you? She'll get it when I visit her in Indiana in January. If I read that far enough, I'd have the answer, wouldn't I? It is a German shell virus shawl. Somebody said that they were doing that in another live a couple of months back, and I asked what made it German, and they told me what made it German, but of course I don't remember what makes it a German shell. I am knitting a coaster as a hostess gift for my aunt for Christmas Day. Okay, you'll have it done too. Stephanie, hi, how are you? Welcome to WIP It Wednesday. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? I have heard that song before, VJ. Bobby Gentry, Oh the Billy Joe. Raven. Yep, yep. You put it all together. Wow, you're right. That song was based off a true story. Yep, I don't. Now, see, years ago, I used to know all of those things, and it upsets my equilibrium that I've lost all of that. I can reach and pick out bits and pieces at times, and there are times when it's just up here someplace. 1 part baking soda and 3 parts of cream of tartar equals baking powder. Thank you, Tank. I was going to look it up because I knew there was a substitute for baking powder, but she said her husband was bringing some home from work, so I just left it there because she was going to crochet, and we all need a little crochet time. But yeah, I'm good about substituting because I'm not gonna run to the store if I don't have it. I'm gonna find a way to make it or go around it, or we'll do something else. The color is gray for her home office, and I will, of course, give her some dishcloths. Because you're knitting a coaster. Okay. Because when I saw you last night, you were knitting a dish towel or something, so I'm wondering why home office and not kitchen cover. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Diet Dr. Pepper and crocheting a baby hat, and I also have two baby. See, Stephanie, you do stuff like that. I would have, you know what? I was just about to say I would have two baby blankets going at the same time, and I would have the colors all confused. But I do have two baby blankets going at the same time, and I just separated the colors so I don't get the colors all confused. So I was getting ready to say, oh no, I couldn't do that because I'd messed up, but I am doing it. But I'm doing the same pattern, so I have to make it easy on the brain. I bought the shawl. I didn't feel like crocheting. It was only $42 and it was gorgeous. That is a good price for a shawl. That's a good price. That is a good price. I can't. I hope to see it before you take it. Isila, how are you? Thank you for coming by. And you're knitting what? Yeah, I know. I just saw you in the live and you said what you were doing, but of course I don't remember, which really makes for an interesting live over here because you get to tell me everything all over again because it's new to me. Mama Riz, how are you? Thank you for coming by. Are you home or are you in the car? Because you were working today, weren't you? Mama Riz is saying hi to Cammy. Cammy saying hi to Mama Riz. Granny, hey, how are you? Oh, Merry Christmas to you. Granny D, that brick paper on your wall, is it paper? Is it that vinyl stuff like contact paper? What is it that you put on your wall? And is it removable? I'm always afraid to put something on my wall because then I'm afraid I'm stuck with it. And okay, thank you. Everybody's speaking. Thank you, Cammy. If it's okay, I will post the link to the backstory of the song, please. Because Lord knows I don't remember it. I at one time I knew it, but I don't know it anymore. I'm busy at work getting New Year's cards out for my boss. Okay. I send Christmas slash New Year's cards. If I can get myself together to do the cards, I can only do one set of cards. Carla, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming by. It seems like I haven't seen you in forever. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And Carla is saying hi to everyone. And Tank dropped the link for the Bobby Gentry owes the Billy Joe, the backstory of the song. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to read it tonight because I want to know. Because I don't remember. Crystal, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming by. I got the brick adhesive paper years ago from Hobby Lobby on clearance. Yes, it's supposed to be removable. Oh, brick adhesive paper. So it's like contact paper then, right? I gotta know which department to look in. Not lurking too well, in and out of the room. Hi, if anybody says hi to me. Okay, Isila. Isila is in and out. Are the boys home, Isila? Thank you, Raven. Shorty, Miss Raven said hello to you. Now she has her headphones on and she's going to be quiet for a minute. This is going to be a long 2 weeks. She asked me last time she was here if she could spend the night, and I told her yes. What night did she want to stay open? She said Monday. So she came over about 7:30 Monday morning. Excuse me. Shorty, Miss Raven said to tell you hello. She says hi. She left about 10 to 5 yesterday. She came over at 9:30 this morning, and the second thing out of her mouth was, "Can I spend the night next week?" Oh my God. But she's helping me clean, so it's a blessing. But it's a blessing. Listen, I'm at work, but it's really an off day. But right now, I'm in here crocheting. Girl, yes. See, it got to the point where they wouldn't let me bring my crochet to work. Because my projects have a tendency to get big, and then I have to keep putting them down, and people keep asking questions. So then I started doing genealogy at work, and that got really involved. But after the world shut down, my daughter said, "You can't go back to work." So now I'm home and I can crochet and I can do genealogy. And if I have help, I can clean. I am not throwing anything else away. No, I have not found the diamond. Yes, we have been back out again. I have ordered um, the bulbs that go in the top of my reflector because the bulbs they have in stores now don't fit Luckily, it hasn't snowed. It's not buried, but it's just not laying out where I can find it. I told boss I could print address labels. He was like, no more. Want you to hand print. It's more personal. I know. That's what I was told. Um, because I had figured out how to put the envelopes in the printer and have them print out real pretty and design and have the return address label come up. And my boss was like, oh no, I want them handwritten. And I go, have you seen my handwriting? I'm thinking, yes, you really put a lot of personal effort in these cards. Yeah, mm-hmm, right. Yeah, but it's thicker. Really? Okay. I've been in this house for a while and I had them paint all the walls white because they were going to charge me more for colored walls. And I said, I will paint the walls. Well, then Shorty came along and I had Shorty every day and all of her necessary attendance because she was special needs. And then she went to school, so I was involved in that. So hopefully, if the Lord says the same, my lungs will clear up enough that I can tolerate the smell of paint, and I can get my house painted or something. Do something with this house. My pictures and everything is still boxed up. I need to unbox, unpack, and do things. They want a lot around $30 or more per roll. Oh, Granny B. I will see. I probably can't find it now since you got it a long time ago. I will see. I'll see how the paint does because I bought one of those fancy brushes that has diagrams in it, and you're supposed to be able to paint two colors at once, and it looks like wallpaper. We'll see how that works. Shorty, Mr. Cam said hi. She said hi, Cammy. My grandson and my husband are both. I had my grandson with me. He had some cereal. He just ate the marshmallows out and gave me the rest. Yeah, I put it in my glass, so that's what was. I was going to make tuna noodle casserole yesterday. She didn't want tuna noodle casserole. So she finished up her chicken and her pizza yesterday. So today I made spaghetti and meatballs because I figured if she didn't want the spaghetti, she would eat a meatball sandwich because she loves my meatballs. But when she leaves, I'm making tuna noodle casserole. That's right, Shorty needs to earn her tea. I tell her, I tell her. Hi, Joanne, darling, how are you? Well, see, when I was sick, Shorty and her mother moved in here, and they brought all their stuff over here. But when they left all their stuff over here. And since I can't get my daughter to come over and get her stuff out of my house, it's become Shorty's job because it's not my stuff. I am the last of the line, so I have all of my parents' stuff, my grandparents' stuff, my late husband's stuff, my late great aunt's stuff. I don't need their stuff. I am trying to get stuff out of this house. So by default, Shorty gets to help. And it's her stuff. I'm in the back working. Girl, I dropped the link. You can come up here and work. I'm okay with that. It's WIP It Wednesday. We gotta whip this stuff out. This Carla Boo has my little buddy with her. I love her grandson. He is just an amazing young man. Now wait a minute. I thought you loved Noah and Buttercup. And what is Denny's grandson? You've adopted everybody's grandchildren. You love Denny's grandson, Jess's grandson. Oh, there's Joanne. Hi, Joanne. How are you?
Hello, darling. How are ya?
There you are. What are you working on today? Because you finished your poncho.
I finished my poncho.
Oh,
I'm
wait a minute. Let
working
me
on
make
a
you big,
scarf.
Joanne. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold that up again, please, ma'am. Let me move Raven. Don't leave Raven. That's a C to C scarf.
Yes, it is.
I hear everybody talking about them, and I haven't figured out how to do that. That is beautiful. What kind of
Thank you.
what? Okay, what yarn is that?
Simply Soft. Karen? This
Is it a
one.
cake, Joanne? Oh, stripes. Oh, I've never worked with that. That is pretty.
It is so soft. I love working with it.
Oh, oh, that is really pretty. Okay, Joanne Cammy says hi.
I can.
Raven says hi. Oh, boy, am I up. Wait a minute. Let me scroll.
Hello, everybody.
Carla says thank you. Thank you, Mama Riz. I am too. I really am. And I'm trying to do a Kelly. She said, don't stress over it and don't worry about it. I figured by the time I get over this cold, something's going to happen. Shorty turned 9 in August. Shorty takes after her great aunt, and she has that high pitched squeaky voice. And she's not going to outgrow it because on my ex-husband's side of the family, in like every other generation, somebody has that squeaky voice. I lucked out. Neither of my children had it, but my granddaughter does. So she's gonna sound like she's 2 years old for the rest of her life. And she's little, so it makes her easy to take her to places and pay the children prices. So right now, you're this age. But she doesn't eat much, so, I can get her kid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Joanne Sheila says hi. Mama Riz says hi. Carla says it's beautiful. Marshall says it's beautiful. Sunita says hi. Hi, Sunita. What
Hi,
time is it?
Sunita.
3:15. Are you on your way home, Sunita? You gonna pick up your little boy? Bevy says love to everybody I miss because she's working in the background. Uh, Cam, thank you for dropping Sunita's link. And there is Just hi, bless you. Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Are you home? I'm not sure if you're East Coast or West Coast. Where are you, Jess? Be right back. I'm about to head home. Okay. We'll be here before we go and badger Granny B. I have mint tea in my cup, and
Grand
I can't get those
Caramel
bagels.
Macho.
Oh, what have you got? You got a caramel macchiato.
There
Stop
you go.
it. You
My
went to
daughter
Starbucks?
ordered it and she gave it to me. I've never
You
had
know,
it before.
how is it? Is it good?
It's good.
I've never
It
had
is.
one. I've never had one. I might have to. Oh, you're in
You can
Philadelphia.
really taste the caramel in there. Mm.
I had family in Philadelphia. I have not been able to trace them down to my generation, so I don't know if any are still there or not. No, I came home early and finished the day at home, but I'm off now. Yay, Sunita! All right. Now you can stay up with the big girls. I'm going to bed early because Shorty's going to be over here. VJ, they are
Heck
all
yeah.
my nieces and nephews, and I love them all. And then he shares only baby Wayne with me. Noah and Elijah and Buttercup are my nieces and nephews, and I have more too. I love them all, and they are all special to me. Raven, that is wonderful. That is now that's a blessing. That is a blessing. And Roberta says, I made vegetable soup in the crock pot. Ooh. I won't have to cook for a couple of days. Family get together the 26th. That's Sunday. Hubby and I are having sandwiches on Christmas. Really? Out of state company the 27th to 30th. Wow. I've never made soup in the crock pot. Sunita, did you send me that pho recipe? I looked and I had bought pho sauce. I'm gonna have to go online and find a recipe. Niecy, how are you, sweetheart? What are you working on today? Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And the link is probably here. It's at the top someplace. I can't keep up with me. Everybody knows that. I need a secretary. I'm so tired. I finished going, yay! Now Dad just needs to wrap it up and put it under the tree. If Dad wraps it, will he slip and tell little man that he has a teddy bear under the tree? You might want to wrap it yourself just to keep it a surprise. How good is Dad at keeping surprises? Thank you, Cammy. This is just informing that she isn't coming up for Christmas, and I am okay with that. Saves me from cooking as much. Right. It also saves you from finishing her blanket. Her blanket was one of the ones. No, tell me her blanket was the one that wasn't done, and that your other sister's blanket is the one you finished. See, and if you share with me, I'll be able to say I have a sweet little two leaf named Shorty. Sure. Shorty, she's got her headphones on. She'll be back over here in a minute. I told her she had to put her headphones on and be quiet. She's supposed to be making a rainbow out of perler beads. So I learned about them from Dana. That's Dana's fault because she wanted to knit and she kept getting so far, and then she's like, well, look at me, look at me. I'm like, I can't look at you knit when I'm crocheting and I'm getting ready to go live. This is how far she's gotten. She's got one row on here because she's taken it apart 6 times. She never gets a craft finished because she keeps taking them apart. I don't know why. I can't make her understand that you start a craft, you work through the craft, you finish that one, and then you start another one. She just keeps undoing it and undoing it. And then she gets her yarn to where it looks like this. And then she says, oh, that yarn is old. I need new yarn. No, girlfriend, you are not going to waste all my yarn. Not going to happen. So yes, you may adopt. You may have Shorty as your niece. Hold on. It's my niece's shawl I need to finish. So you finished both blankets, Crystal? I thought you had put one down and you had given up on it, but you got them done. That is both mosaic blankets, Crystal. Really, girl?
Holy.
Oh, you turned the blanket into a shawl.
I thought it'd be like 12, 18 bucks.
Yeah.
And you're on there. That's 32.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can get high.
So is this niece connected
You
to
might
you?
even pass out.
Not coming. I'm trying to get you out of work. I really am. My blood sugar is up.
All the vehicles are gone.
Robust platinum. Back and really? Have
My
you
back
taken
has
that
been
before?
bothering me really lots. I think Dina and
Have you taken that before, Joanne? And it works? Okay, okay. I have not tried that. Hi, Justin. Welcome in. If you remember, this is a craft channel. So if you craft or crochet or you have polite conversation, you are welcome to stay. If not, you are welcome to leave and go find someplace else that meets your needs. So, Crystal, would you like to show your shawl to us? Sunita's at work. Mama Riz is at work. Carla's at work, but she's crocheting. Carla, did you tell me what you're crocheting? Because if you did, it just went poof over the top of my head, and I apologize
You know that?
because I can't
wow.
keep up with myself
I
sometimes.
said, wow. All I was told was that
So, Nisi, what are you cooking tonight? I know you're tired. You were working, and that hat, that super hat you had on yesterday was. When I logged on and I looked at your hat, I was like, what is Nisi wearing? What are the ears supposed to be? Oh, you didn't say. Carla, thank you. I feel so much better because I was sitting there going, I don't know what Carla's doing. It's a beanie. What stitch? What color? You know my middle name is Question. You can't just tell me beanie. I want to know yarn. I'm learning so much. Hello, Jack, if that's you Joanne is talking to. Jack and Joanne. Crystal says, wait a minute. I am too lazy to get it. I have been deep cleaning for 2 days. Body hurt. Crystal,
Jack.
I know because you were in a world of hurt yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell my mother-in-law. There is no need doing that deep cleaning before you have company because when they leave, you're gonna have to clean all over again. Do a surface wipe and leave it because when they leave, that's when you have to do the floors and the carpets and everything else. When they get through tracking in dirt and mud and somebody goes out into the creek and
I'm going to try
comes
one.
in, oh my Lord.
Is there not a straw in there?
Great Easy Beanie by
Oh, no.
Bag O' Day. Bag O' Day has
They
a lot
gone.
of easy patterns. I enjoy some of her things. I have just finished the
Well,
green one.
take it off
So
then.
the gray one for
It's by the
me.
garbage. Put it in
Okay.
the garbage. You
I'll
dropped it.
mute
Don't
you for
spill
a
it.
second, Joanne. Okay. Um, so was the green one for your son? Jack is Joanne's husband's name, I think. Okay. I didn't know what his name was because she always says my husband.
His name is William.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
So who's Jack? Is that your boyfriend?
Jack?
Raven,
What?
where did you get Jack?
Well, my last name is Jack, and that's what my husband's last name is.
Okay.
We've been married for 32 years.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That is a blessing. Crystal, I know.
Raven
And
says, hello, hon.
when I went to Walmart, they did not have the
Mm,
big bath salts, so I'm going to
he
have to
says,
order them. I was not happy with them.
Huh?
It was my fault. I went to the rinky dink Walmart instead of driving 5 miles the other way and going to the good Walmart. I didn't feel like going
Or
that
if I
far.
kiss your dick. You
The
come
green
here,
one's
I'll kiss
for
your
my
dick.
daughter. Carla, how many children do you have, if I may ask? Oh, Joanne Shorty's gonna love those. Those. Well, actually, those are purple, so my daughter will take those away from them. Um, Joanne, tell William that Raven says she's sorry. His name is William.
Raven says she's sorry, hon. She calls you Jack.
Oh, Sunita's husband is Jack. Oh, she meant Mr.
Sunita's
Jack.
husband is Jack.
No, Sunita meant Mr. Sunita said Raven meant Mr. Jack. I don't know anybody's husband's name. That is a true blessing, Joanne. Yes, it is. Because Raven, when you talk about your husband, you always talk about your husband, and you never really say his name or Sunita or Crystal. Our husbands are just husbands. Now I know the yarn fairy. The Yarny Fairy's husband is Ed Carr because he comes in under his name and he says hi to everybody. But hers, yeah, because even when Sandy was coming on Sunday and her husband came on, she always said Mr. Hook Hook. I have three, two daughters and a son. I have five grands and one on the way. Congratulations, Carla! That is
Congratulations, Carla.
great. Oh, that is
Okay,
beautiful.
Miguel. That basket there is
Raven's
clean, so
husband
can you
is
put it up here?
Rob. Sunita's husband is Richard. Roberta has a Dan, and she always calls him hubby. Right. Hi, Susan. How are you? Thank you for coming in. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And everybody is just introducing their spouses because we only know them as Mr. Whatever the channel name is. My hubby is Steven, and it's a spoiled Mr.
Hello
Now,
to Zumba.
affordably crafty fiance is a Steven. She calls him Steve because her son is Steven Jr. Hi. Well, hi, Miguel. How are you? You're washing dishes. God love you. I finally rinsed mine and put them in the dishwasher. My husband is Jose Antonio. Ooh, once in a while he will sneak past on my videos. I've heard his voice in the background. Jose Antonio. Oh, I like that. Joe Anthony. I have a T-shirt that says "Don't be a Richard." I know, I know. You know, we all need that shirt in our lives sometimes. Joanne, darling, Susan Burke says hello. Carla says,
Hello, Susan.
Carla, when is the baby due? Do you know if it's a boy or a girl? Because Ola Joe just had a granddaughter. My husband's name is Rob, and he's well. I know he does. I know he does. Does he have a brother who's single? And he doesn't even have to move to Missouri. He just has to put me on his credit card account. Oh, I don't mind long distance. I hate Starbucks. Oh, you have Starbucks Mango Dragon Refresher in my cup. I I don't go to Starbucks because their coffee is too strong for me. But all of these flavors that you all are telling me about sound interesting. And working on blankets for my grandchildren for Christmas. How many blankets, Susan? You've only got 3 days? We have to plug your needle in, your hook, so it just keeps going. And Raven says hi to Susan. How many blankets, Susan? For Christmas? I was sitting here, somebody was talking about Christmas yesterday, and I was sitting here and I was going through my list and I had everything ordered. And I said, and I have to get gift cards for my grandchildren in Oregon. And then I'm sitting here going, it's the 21st. Christmas is Saturday. When do you plan on getting the gift cards? So I had to go online. I ordered an e-card, and somehow or other my page jumped down to reviews, and everybody was giving them 1 star rating for the e-card because they kept saying they had paid for the card. They didn't. They either didn't get the cards, or when they got the card, the code said the card had already been spent, and so they were suggesting, oh, don't get the e-card text to your phone because the ones coming through on the phone were already saying that they had been spent. So I sent the e-card to my stepson's email address. So I'm going to call him and tell him, Christmas Day, open your email, give the babies their cards. Tell them Merry Christmas from Grandma. And they're the only ones
Nice.
that call Grandma. His parents passed away years ago, and his brother is again. Oh. I don't need one, thank you. That's why I divorced the first one. He was a jack. Yeah. We were married for 19 years because I just knew that somebody was going to put an end to him. And I had him insured on my house, so I wouldn't have to pay my house note for the rest of my life. But nobody did that, so I finally divorced him. Don't know the sex yet. We are planning a gender reveal party in February. I think she said the due date is in June or July. Oh, let's hope for June, because she doesn't want to be 9 months, 10 months actually, pregnant in July. I was born July the 15th, and my mother said, no more summer babies. That's, no. So my little brother was born in April. My mother said, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm working on a blanket for my darling daughter-in-law's birthday in January. What kind of blanket, Mama Riz? I know I've asked, but you have I don't remember anything. I have 3 done and 2 to go. Susan, girl, how far are you on the tour that you have to go? Have you started them? Hi, Melanie. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? I was born July the 16th. Carla, I was born July the 15th. Haha. Cancer rules. I made a little gift for my neighbor pet dancer and her husband. Many know of her from her chatting in lives like Granny DCS. And I did a video of the gift. Well, Miguel, if you did a video of the gift, then she knows what it is. Or have you given it to her already? Did you ruin the surprise, Miguel? I have 10 grandchildren, 4 of them done, don't celebrate Christmas. Really? That's sad. I understand a lot of people don't, but that's sad. Christmas is fun as long as people don't forget why we celebrate Christmas. It's not really for the presents, but it's fun to get together and eat or get together. Not football, Lord. Everybody wants to be football. I drive it over to her and left it there and waited a bit before I uploaded the video. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully she will do a video of her opening it so I can see her reaction. That would be fun. Ah, Melanie, thank you for joining me. Melanie here. Ta-da. Well, let's see.
My back.
Really good. We get to hit all the buttons and see how we want to do this. Because there is a way to put everybody.
Let's see.
There we go. Hot dog. It's the third over from the left. But sometimes it's more fun just to hit all the buttons because I don't remember. Whoa, wait a minute. Carla just jumped. Stop, Carla. I'm getting ready to go home, have some other crafting to do there. I will turn you back on when I get home. Well, thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. Or you can run me in the car. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I am still trying to figure out how Mama Riz talks on her phone and gets us to come through on the chat. I tried to do that the other day and it did not work. And I don't know how she did it.
What type of phone do you have?
Samsung, Android. No, she will not do that. Oh, well, Miguel, fine. That's a party pooper. These last 2 will be smaller blankets. They are 3 and 5. Yes, I started one. Okay. You got it going on. Miguel Raven said hi. Melanie Raven says hi.
Hey, Raven.
And Raven Miguel says hi. See, Mama Riz told me all I had to do was hit the little microphone thing.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
And I hit the microphone thing, but it did not show up on the chat.
That's what I do. I hit the little microphone and sometimes I have to say something over or like I can hit backspace or something, but For the most part, that's what I do when I'm driving home and I'm listening to you guys from work. That's what I do.
Okay, so where are you when you hit the microphone? Maybe I was not at the right spot.
Okay, I have a Samsung Note, and when I
Okay.
hit stop so that I could type into it, I have a bunch of icons that, let me see if it'll show up.
Wait
Can
a
you
minute, let me see big.
can you see the little microphone icon?
Yes.
I hit that. I hit the little microphone icon, and then it allows me to say, it'll tell me when to tap it, and it'll say tap this button to pause or whatever.
So how do you tap that button to pause when you're driving?
I just have, my phone is on it's on a little stand like thing. And I just, let me see. Let me see if it'll work right now. No, send. Nope. So I'll hit back. Now I just said, let me see if it'll work right now. And it took it. And it came up. So what type of phone do you have again?
Hold on just one.
Okay.
She said Samsung. Samsung. Hello, Angela Young, darling.
It doesn't automatically
Hello,
come
Melanie.
up. Then you have to send it, right?
Yeah, and then you hit send. I'm
Okay.
sure there's a verbal way you can do send. I haven't figured that out. But what type, do you have an iPhone?
Oh, I got it now. All the chat and everything came up on the phone now.
Okay. That's
And
my,
but I was looking in the chat for it, and no, girl, I can't afford an iPhone.
I didn't
I
know. A lot of people have iPhones. I don't. I have a Note. I stick with Samsung. It has an easy format for me. To me, it's more user friendly for me, maybe because I've known it for years. But my daughter likes iPhone. She goes back and forth. She'll get tired of iPhone sometimes and come back to Samsung for a minute. But yeah, I can't. I'm too old to learn that new trick.
Well, it's an easier format for me, and I can try apps for free. A lot of the iPhone apps are, you have to pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's free on Android, you have to pay for it on the iPhone.
Mm.
Yep.
One thing she doesn't like is like on her iPhone, if she buys music with iTunes, if she ever gets rid of her iPhone and goes to an Android, all that music she bought stays with that phone. It stays with iTunes. Yeah.
Joanne, you're leaving, or are you saying hi?
Debbie is saying hello to me, so I'm waving at her.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
Debbie, Maria, how are you? Melanie, Debbie says hi.
Hi,
Uh,
Debbie.
Angela Young, how are you? You're heading to the girl. It is 4:40, and you're on your way to the stores. Why would you do that to yourself? Why?
She
Girl,
probably
if I'm
going
not
out
there
with
and the doors
other
open to
people.
let her home by 8:30, I'm not going. Mm-mm.
She's probably going with her husband or her son or daughter.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. DJ, that's how I sing with the texting microphone too.
Hmm.
I
So,
have an
Mama Riz,
iPhone.
after you say what you want to say, then you touch the arrow to send it, or can
Hmm.
you send it verbally? And Miguel says hi to Elizabeth, and Debbie says hi to Miguel and Elizabeth. Yes. Okay, so yes, you hit the arrow to send it. I touch it to send. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I remember I said I'm IT. I'm not AV. So you all have to teach me this AV stuff because we didn't have that on my CAT scanner. Now I can take it apart and put it back together, but
Yeah.
we recorded into it and it did its thing. We didn't have to keep changing it.
And what makes you mad is once you learn it, then the next thing comes out, or they send an update and change it.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
what gets on my nerves. The new update. You know, whenever you see update, here it comes. Something's gonna change.
And
This is new.
you don't have the option to not update it because the last time they came in with an update, I skipped it and it let me skip it once. And the next time when I went to skip it, it said, if you don't skip it, you won't, if you don't accept this update, you won't be able to use your phone.
That's right. It'll do that to you. Or like you'll notice your phone is flowing, or it freezes. It freezes on you,
I
and they'll
was
tell
not
you
happy because
you
I said,
take
you're
it
going to
in.
update it to something I can't use. Leave my phone alone. Debbie
Yeah.
says hi to Raven. Lashira, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming by. Lashira, I just saw you, but all we did was say hi because, we were busy. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Debbie says, ain't that the truth? Always changing. I used to work in a university hospital, and we said the only thing consistent around here is change. And it wasn't that they were making things better, they were just changing things. And we would say, we're working with this, this is working, leave it alone. Don't
Yeah.
come changing it unless you can make it better. But they weren't making, and not only did they not make it better, but every change gave us more steps.
Yeah.
And then they'd come through and ask, why is, Mr. So and so sitting out in the hall? Well, because I have to do my charting. Because if
Yeah.
I don't chart and in my exam, they can't dictate it. And if they don't dictate it, you don't get a report. So this person's
Hmm.
going to have to wait. Oh, it had just gotten terrible. Oh, Mama Riz says, my son worked for Apple while in law school, so I got all his Apple hand-me-downs. Mama Riz. Now he's graduated and I have to buy my own phone and laptop. Oh,
I gotta buy my own phone.
you
Yeah.
know, you might get a part-time job at Apple and get all new electronics and then quit.
Hey. But then the next year they'll be outdated because you know how that goes. Every year is something new.
2 years. Yes, and that's why my mom stays with the flip phone.
Hmm.
My favorite phone of all time was the Palm Pilot. And
Okay.
he bought Palm and discontinued the Palm Pilot. And that upset me no end because I had a keyboard. I need keys. I can't do this touchpad thing.
Girl, my favorite phone was the and I know people gonna be like, what? The BlackBerry. I loved my little BlackBerry because basically I uses my phone for a phone and for a little bit of information. I still have two or three of them up in my cabinet. And my husband's always like, when you gonna get rid of those? I said, I can't. He said they are not bringing them back. BlackBerry, well, people still have Blackberries and the company is still in effect. But they say, and what I do see is a lot of government entities use BlackBerry because their security system is so solid. It's never been hacked.
Wow.
So you'll see a lot of people using the newer brand of Blackberries. They don't sell them at T-Mobile anymore. You could go to the Blackberry site and buy them, and they'll tell you which cellular phone companies will do it for you. But yeah, I used to love my Blackberry, but what happened was I got older and a little more blinder, and I couldn't see that little screen. But I loved that small keyboard. That little keyboard.
Yeah.
When they went to this, whatever this is, what is this? Screen touchlet, whatever. I still messed up. I still hit other letters, and no matter how I size the keyboard, I still mess up. It's nothing like that keyboard, the real keyboard, for you to feel.
Right. LaShira says she has nothing in her cup. She is ready to go to her sweet bed. It's 10:45 there. Girl, LaShira,
Whoa.
God love you. You have sweet dreams, and thank you so much for visiting us on your way to bed. I
Cheers.
really appreciate it, girl.
Yes, you sleep well. Sleep good and solid.
Debbie says hand-me-downs can be a blessing. I don't have a problem with hand-me-downs. My in-laws blessed me with a 43-inch TV because it had the black band at the bottom. It was
Hmm.
losing its colors, and they had stood it upside down in the box for me to bring home. By the time I took it out of the box and turned it right side up, the crystals had evened out, and that band is gone.
Wow.
It came back once. I laid the TV down for a couple of days, stood it back up, and it was clear. So
I've
if you
never
have a TV that goes black at the bottom, lay it down. Let the
I've never
pictures
heard of that.
out.
That saved you a lot of money.
Love me some hand-me-downs.
We
Uh,
were we were in the thrift store today. I love hand-me-downs.
see?
I bought a nice, beautiful pot, and my son. I told him, I said, "You see all these beautiful dishes and coffee
Mhm,
cup and plate sets. This is where you come when you
mhm,
move out and you need new things or
mhm.
things for your apartment that are new to you. This
Yep,
is where you come."
yep.
Yep.
Mama
Load
Riz
up.
says she's using them until they die. Mama Riz, I used my Samsung Galaxy S4 until it refused to recharge, and
Yes.
then somebody gave me one of those recharging cases so that I
Yes.
could recharge it. But it
I
got
have
to the
one.
point where it wouldn't hold the charge for more than an hour. So I got the S8. Now that shows you how long I had the S4. My next phone was an S8. And that is the phone I am still using, the S8.
Now, there was a time where we could remove the battery and just recharge the batteries. I used to have 2 or 3 batteries with me so that if something happened during the day and I had to be on the phone a lot, I could pop my extra battery in. But they stopped making phones to where you can do that, so that when that battery starts acting up and you can't recharge it anymore, you have to get a new phone. So can you
And
take the battery out of yours, your S8? No?
no, no. And they
Wow.
stopped making the little jack part where you could use the plain Android phone. Now you have to actually get a phone, get a cord, get a cord for the phone because they're not the regular Android cords anymore.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
It's just so many, like I said, so many changes just to make you buy a new phone. I'm
Yeah.
shocked that that S8 is still working. I really am. I had to get rid of mine. It started lagging so bad and doing things, and then he said something about what they do is after a while you won't get updates anymore, and your phone will fall behind and become, just a dinosaur, and you'll just have to get. I'm like, why do they do that?
Because they want you to buy a new phone.
I know, but it's just not right. I mean,
And they want you
especially.
to pre-order your phone. And I'm not going to pre-order a phone because I want the phone to be tested and reviewed, and I want to know it's a good phone before I buy a phone.
That's right. You don't want it blowing up like
Sometimes
that
when
one
you buy
note.
a phone and they activate it and shut off your other phone,
Yeah.
if you don't like it and you go back, they can't reactivate your old phone. I said, you
Oh,
all are crazy.
I didn't know that.
Some people claim they can't. Thank you, Lashira. I appreciate you coming by and saying hi, and I appreciate the thumbs. Um, where's Lashira? I think Lashira is over in the Netherlands. She's in Europe.
He's in your.
I don't need the new models. It's too much to learn.
You know what? I'm trying to see what model. Let me see what model. This is one of my old phones that it was paid off, so I kept it. And they told me if I traded it in, I'd only get like $30. Let's see. This is the Samsung. Girl, this is the Samsung S8. This is my S8. It's perfect. It just wouldn't hold the charge anymore. And of course, I've sent it in before. They sent me a new phone, and after a while, it started doing that same thing again. I love the size of it. I could put it in my pocket, and it's great. I should try to charge it up and see. I got to see which jack to use because it won't use the new one. It uses the old one.
If you turn it off, it charges faster. And
Yes.
if you turn off your location icon, the
Because
battery will last longer.
I have this phone and I have an old LG, which is a larger screen. And I just said I might as well keep them then because if something ever goes wrong, because I have two phones, I keep two phones, and like the phone numbers are one number off, but I keep two phones and I keep the same thing loaded on each of them. I keep the other one somewhere else. If someone steals my phone, I still have all that same information on my other phone because I saw it happen to a teacher one day and they were just like, oh my gosh, everything's on there. My pictures, my info, my this, my that. I said, not me. I'm going to give me another phone and keep all that same info. And I have the phone number. If I want to turn it on, I can always use it. It's just, I don't have it on unlimited minutes. It's on a cheaper plan, really, really cheap because I never really use it. But when my daughter, when her iPhone went out, I gave her my other phone and said, here, you use this. Just don't have it on all day, talking all day because it's unlimited minutes, it has a limit there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a shame. When you think of how much these phones run our life somewhat,
Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, it's good because we can call for help when we need it and things like that. But I remember the good old days when I
This
had
is the Jess. Jess says, Lashira, it's 2:50 here in Arizona. Girl. Uh, Lashira likes your amigurumi, Melanie.
you, LaShare. Thank you so much.
3:50 in Texas. Boy, I'm behind because it's 3:58 here in Missouri.
It's
And oh
1:50
Lord,
here.
live. Mama Riz says you can sell the BlackBerry in Nigeria. My friend moved there because her hubby is from Nigeria and she sells diapers and phones and all kinds of stuff they can't get there.
I got three of them. Great condition. I don't know. I just love them. But I can't see them. The screen is so small now. I had great eyesight back in the day, but now,
Mhm.
if I take my glasses off now, you'll be blurry. I can't read the screen on my tablet.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. This is nice. Thank you, Lashira, and blessings to you. I appreciate you coming by. I really do. Lashira says thanks to Debbie. Mama Riz says my hubby's hobby is thrift stores.
Hey, it's a business for some people. Thrifting.
I like thrift stores, but I can't find a thing in there. My mother and grandmother used to be the thrift store queens, and I let them handle it, and they brought home whatever they thought I needed.
When a friend of mine, she resigned from teaching and she made a career. She says she's doing very well because she goes to certain thrift stores. Thrifters have certain thrift stores. They know when they're getting in new shipments, and people will put things aside for them because they know that's their business. And she has a shop on Shopify and Mercari, and they have a little community. Like we have our yarn community, and they have their own little community, and that's what she does. She has a very good eye for fashion. She will find Chanel shoes or this or that, and she puts them up. And she said during COVID she made a killing because
Wow.
people were shopping online, of course. But yeah,
Miguel said he has a knitting book and a crochet book today at a thrift store, and he put it on his video. He doesn't knit, but he knows people who do, and the book was 99 cents.
mhm,
And everybody is speaking, and everybody is blessing everybody, and thank you. We all need to be blessed.
yes, we do.
Joanne, Miguel wants to know how your scarf is coming along, and can you hold it up?
Ooh, I love those colors.
Isn't that beautiful?
Thank you.
That is
Is that
beautiful.
is that C to C?
That's C to C.
I gotta try it one day. I gotta get there because it's so beautiful. How it makes the colors lay so beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Debbie says, Miguel, I'm never fortunate enough to find any good knit slash crochet books. Good for you. I know. I can't. I Miguel and Cameron. Oh, Miguel says it doesn't happen often.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but you do get some good stuff there.
you just certain thrift stores. You got to know the cities to go to, which ones. This one is run by a church. It's called A Lot of Good Thrift, and man, they get a lot of great donations, and some of our Goodwills and are very good. Different areas you got to hit up. My mother, when I was young, she used to go to LA. We would go to LA and hit their stores in certain areas, maybe Beverly Hills area or something like that, thrift stores. And boy, would you find some good things.
Yeah, we had one here that was run by it was called a scholarship. It was run by the Jewish Women's Council, and it was all old prom dresses and after five dresses and things that they wore once or still had
Hmm.
price tags on and gave them away.
My
And
daughter
the
just
proceeds from the shop went towards scholarships for the kids.
my daughter just bought a beautiful formal dress, a long formal dress, and she thought I think it was $15. It still had the tag. Whoever bought it never wore it.
Wow.
And she said, "Mom, should I get this?" I said, "Get it. You never know when you're gonna need it. Get it."
Raven says, awesome find, Miguel. Debbie says, that's so true. Everything is on our phones. I downloaded everything off my phone and put it on the computer. And my phone works better since I got everything off.
You have to do that
Yes.
with
Merry
the phone.
Christmas, everyone, and hello again. Thank you, Racine.
How much
Did you
memory do you have, VJ? You
blog that I got it? Girl, yes, I did, and I gave you a heart and a thumbs up. Your superhero was the bomb diggity.
know?
Beautiful, love the colors. Joanne says Racine. Racine says that's beautiful. Mama Riz says my son sells lots of band T-shirts, and he's 20 years old in college, and he finds all kinds of goodies at thrift stores. He sold a Grateful Dead T-shirt for $290.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
$290 for a T-shirt.
Yes, that's vintage. It's vintage. I'll tell you what. Hey, Kim Crochet and
Hi,
Knits.
Kim. Hi,
I tell you what.
Susanna.
If
You're
you,
welcome,
if
Racine.
you, the best time my mother found to go to thrift stores are December, January. Why? Because people, you get tax write-offs for cleaning out and donating. That's when everyone goes, and right after Christmas, everyone starts donating, or a little before they clean out. We would find so many brand new things because people were donating so they can get that little receipt for tax write-offs. So you never know.
Right. Kim Kiss Cisco for Raven. Hi, Sis Marcel. How are you? Thank
Hey,
you for being
Marcel,
here.
OVW.
Youngest son found a watch that was for the private restaurant at Disneyland Club 33. He paid
Ooh,
$90 at an antique store in California and sold it for $375. Good
yeah.
Lord.
Probably could have sold it for more than that if he got on eBay and found one of those Disney lovers.
Kim,
Mm-hmm.
husband kisses the Raven. Everybody saying hi. Blessings, sis Marcel Boo. Love you more. Everybody sending hugs and kisses to OVW. Blessings, precious daughter of Yah. Oh, you all are just so nice to each other. Elizabeth, I'm going to have to borrow your son for about 6 months. Found
He got a
9
mom.
Valley Stars Pro hockey jerseys, and they were signed. He
Mm-hmm.
sold lots of dollars. It's his part-time job while in college.
He's got an eye. So you got to have that eye. And you, like you said, when you see that rack of T-shirts, you got to be able to take. You have to have the time to take the time to go through each and every T-shirt.
Hey, Kimmy Boo from One Virtuous Woman. My good, yeah, I need to borrow him.
You said I need to borrow. Yeah, it's
I need
called
to
thrifting because you got to really take the whole day to do it, and it could be fun if you
borrow.
have the time and the energy. It's the time and the energy that you gotta
And you got
have.
to follow through. And that's the problem because I don't take pictures and I won't get on the computer and look at my emails and see if anybody wants anything. It's like, Lord.
Well, if you do it on eBay, they'll contact you. People will contact you with offers, and the only Louis Vuitton purses I have, I got at a thrift store in January, where my mother lives. It's a nice area, and I took it to the Louis Vuitton store because I said if they're not real, I'll donate them or what have you. And they were real. I was so happy because they look real when I saw them. They were like smaller purses, and they were like 20. They were going for 25 a piece. So I said, you know what? I really can't lose too much. I'll give it to my daughter to carry around. But they were real, so I got lucky.
What are you working on? Who, me? Um, I am finally putting a border on my Ooh La La blanket that I can't even tell you when I started it.
You say ooh la la?
That's the name of it. The name of it is Ooh La La, and the
Oh
link is in the
my
description. But it's probably going to end up being bigger than it's supposed to be because I didn't use the yarn she was using.
goodness. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Ooh, look at all that
You should
texture,
look at
all
his
those
sleep papers.
stitches.
So this is what I'm finishing up.
Did he wake?
Finally,
Okay.
You say finally.
finally. And the link is in the description, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry.
That's free. That's nice.
Thank you. I just lost my window. Would you please? Thank you, Lord. Computers. Okay. Joanne, would you like to show your scarf?
Now that's beautiful too. Those rich colors. They're very rich.
That's a one scheme. That's a stripe. I love the way it's falling. I just love it. Melanie, would you like to show what you're working on?
You know what? Yeah, I just finished sewing on the arms and I'm trying on this dress that just arrived. Let me see if I can. Now she doesn't have a face or anything. I just finished her, but this is her dress.
Nice.
Shorty had a dress similar to that when she was little.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's a three-tiered dress.
I love
So now she needs her face, her wig cap, and her hair, some jewelry, and she'll be ready to go. Some shoes.
Oh, that is
Nice.
absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me scroll up. Hi, Gigi. How are you? What are you working
Hey,
on? You're
Gigi.
always busy. I'm still using
Mm-mm.
my Samsung 7. That's that Karen Simply Soft Stripe.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
what it is. That's beautiful. Simply soft. It's rich looking, boy.
Yeah.
Verizon, but I only use it
Hello,
when I
Kim Crochet and Knit.
still updating it. Oh, but it won't hold the charge for over 45 minutes. Yep.
That's
I
what
use
they do.
my new laptop. Um, Roberta, go through and close down all the apps you don't use. And as a matter of fact, go in and put it on airplane mode. Airplane mode will shut everything down and then turn off your location. Your location uses up a lot of battery.
Sure does.
Then turn the phone off and turn it back on. And make sure that all of your apps in the background have shut down. They will suck your battery dry. Kim is working on knitting her masquerade shawl from J-Hook Crochet. I didn't see that one. I just finished the Flower Valley shawl. I am shawled out. I have to go
Job.
back. Well, I was knitting Linda Simpson's shawl for the Simpson Turnpike
Oh, you're knitting.
get along, and I
Uh-huh.
still have to do the border on that.
Oh, you got a
And I
whip
did
going
Flower
then.
Valley shawl, so I'm through with shawls. Move on to something else. I got to finish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, God. I have bad allergies. I don't even walk into stores because I am afraid of germs. Hubby and son will hunt, and they even know what days they put clothes half off.
Yeah, they'll
Well,
tell you.
it's brand new shoes. Oh, that's
Yeah,
beautiful. Well, you know what? Since we have this mask thing going on, I wear a
I love
mask
it.
everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't care. When they say you don't have to wear a mask outside, I still wear a mask outside because there are other people walking on the sidewalk besides
that's
me.
right. That's right.
Don't need emojis. Girl, go ahead. My daughter collects those Disney Pop Funko dolls. They're collectibles.
Yep. Do you know they have a
Oh,
crochet pattern for those Funko dolls? Who showed me? Gigi told me about that. And I'm gonna buy one when I find one. I might not, I might just buy it anyway. They have Funko dolls. They have those little big heads, the Funko dolls, and you can get like maybe a Black Panther one, a Harry Potter, a Superman, and they have the little big heads and they come in the little box, the little cardboard box, and they're collectibles. But somebody made a crochet pattern on Etsy. If you look up Funko Pop, Funko, Funko Pop crochet characters or crochet, you'll see them. They're cute. They're cute. So that gives us as crocheters free license to make a Funko Pop character of whoever we want. You know, we
I'm
don't.
gonna leave the dolls to you and Gigi and Ivy and Marshall and Aniqua. I ain't doing no that.
Oh,
So you all enjoy your dolls. You know, everybody has their own niche. Yeah, that one
you
ain't
are.
mine.
You are right. You are right.
And we'll say, I'm gonna stay in my lane.
You gonna say,
Thank you, Racine. Oh, thank you, Bevy. Oh, thank you, Sis Marshall. Oh, thank you, Kim. Really, Amanda? Okay. Thank you, girl. Red heart. I don't have a problem with red heart. Red and I started with Red Heart back in the day when they had no dialogue. So I didn't have to worry about keeping a stash because my yarn always matched. Now they're coming out with dialogues, but I can go down on the corner to Walmart and pick up another skein of Red Heart and call it a day. Except I
Uh-huh.
couldn't find this gray, so that's why I started the second one while I was waiting for this gray to come in. I finally had to go to Joann's to get the gray. But yeah, girl, Red Heart. I got gray and pink and white.
Oh, my
Joanne's
little.
using the Karen. I'm probably
Mhm.
behind in chat, so she
Oh,
showed it. Melanie, she
thank
is so
you.
dark.
Thank you, Erin. Thank
Mama Liz loves
you.
you, baby. Kim loves
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Debbie says such a cute dress for your doll. I
Thank
know,
you,
isn't it so
Debbie.
beautiful? Thank you, Raven. I lost
Thank you,
Raven.
Raven.
Beautiful scarf, Joanne, and a beautiful doll, Melanie.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
That little person is beautiful. Yes, she is. Yes, Melanie does good work.
Look, she
Your
doesn't have any
scarf
hair
is
or face, but I
beautiful,
tried.
Melanie. OVW. Hi,
Thank you.
Shanita. How
Thank
are
you.
you? Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? If I ever come to Dallas, let you know. I'll have my son take you to the best. Then I would have to get another suitcase and I would have to check it on the plane to get it back home. But if I ever come to Dallas, I'll let you know, girl.
Is you
The
send it, what you do is you send it home ahead. You go to UPS, pack your box, send it home ahead of you. That's what I did when I went to visit family in Dallas. Mm-hmm. Sent that stuff ahead. I didn't try to take it.
okay. Uh-oh, Melanie Gigi is working on the dial. She looks like an alien right now. She's a work in progress. Gigi.
She looks like an alien right now, Jesus.
Raven says hi to Gigi. Shanita is not working on anything. Shanita, are you okay? Or are you at work? What's going
You
on?
still, are you okay?
Shanita always has something pretty going on, but she's not working on anything. Are you eating? I'm doing the Gina and Linda shawl too, but it's on hold. Kim, girl, we talked about that shawl. That shawl was I should have done what Crystal did and started with uh, washcloths, but I jumped in with both feet. I just have to do chart 4 in the border. I'm gonna get it done. I really am. I love the knitted shawl that Gina did. My first lace shawl. Yes, Debbie. Mine too. It was, and they were so thorough with their instructions. They spoke slowly and they demonstrated everything so well. I enjoyed it, but oh my goodness. Kim's laughing at Gigi. Looks like an alien. Are you using your skin tones, Gigi? I'm working on finishing up Sis Marcel's script for her blanket from her subscribers. Oh, that is sweet. I can't wait to see it when it's done. Racine is knitting a new pair of socks for her husband.
Mm.
Racine, I'm so happy you're in that truck because you come up with the best things. I'm doing the Alpine Six. Girl. Did you ever finish that Alpine stitch scarf, Raven? Yeah. How come every time I hit the chat, it jumps?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Racine says the yarn is from Lamb's Pride. Lamb's Pride? Not familiar with them. Yes, I plan to work on the Funko on my vacation. Uh-oh. Mama Riz likes the Funko Pop Hello Kitty.
I
I'm
love
behind.
Hello Kitty.
Kim says, oh, really, Funko Pop crochet dolls, very neat. Uh-oh. Kim's gonna go. I'm collecting the Wreck-It Ralph Funko Pop. Kim? Really? Now I'm gonna have to go and look and see what a Funko Pop doll looks like. Now I'm not gonna make it. I'm drinking my Tim Hortons coffee like always. Girl, we got um Tim Hortons when I was up in Detroit. It's like Starbucks. It is too strong for me. And Gigi's using her skin tones. Okay. DJ, thanks for sharing the pattern. You're welcome. I just printed it. All right. I need to do a baby blanket or two. I just printed a queen rectangle granny square blanket for my nephew.
That's
Made it up.
uh that's a Funko Pop.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yeah. See see how his little head is big and kind of round yet long? That's
Yes.
that's the shape. But he's tiny. He's probably maybe 4 or 5 inches, maybe. Yeah. So
Mm.
that's the Harry Potter one. Yeah, that's
4 or
Harry
5
Potter.
inches? Really?
Yeah, they're tiny. Maybe
Okay,
five
let's
inches.
see. If he's 4 or 5 inches, that's really a lot of work. All that detail.
Yeah.
Debbie, you're welcome. Let when you get your yarn together in the description, let me know what yarn and what colors you're using. I can't wait to see it. Visiting my grandkids, we busy doing stuff. I understand. Enjoy your grandkids. And if you're visiting, I really appreciate you coming by today. Thank you so much. You need to see the hat I did and felted it. Well, you know where to put it so I can see it, unless you want to come up and show it. The link is at the top of the chat, where the chat is. I just purchased some puzzle yarn and some bamboo anti-pilling from Aberdeen's Wool Company in Canada, Ontario. I worked with that Trubu, and it took me 3 days to untangle my yarn bar. I do not know if I want to try bamboo.
I
Puzzle yarn.
remember that. I remember that problem you had.
Girl. Hi,
Yeah, I remember
Regina.
that.
How are you? Thank you for coming by. I did not cut it. I got it undone. I didn't cut it, but Lord, I have
Uh,
not got to loose ends. Regina, what is in your cup and what is on your hook?
hey, Regina, how you doing?
Bless them, I can't afford to take up another hobby.
Hmm.
I am going through my hobby stash in the basement. I'm using what I have. And I see every time I open up a tote, it's like Christmas. It's like, ooh, look what's in here.
You said it's like you forget what you have. When you can't see it, you forget.
Well, I've moved it around a couple times.
Hmm.
Didn't unpack it, so it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, I did finish the Alpine scarf and two Alpine ear warmer headbands. I made those for Sis Jess. Oh, I know she loves it. I know she loves it. Raven says hi to Regina. Angie, how are you? Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Bamboo can be tricky. Girl, bamboo can be
Ah,
a
a witch. A witch. You meant to say witch.
ooh, bamboo. When people feel bad for you and keep telling you to cut it, that is when, or they tell you to just pitch it and buy another one.
Yeah.
I couldn't throw it away. I was not going to be defeated. Raven says hi to Angie. Angie saying hi to Raven. Hat on my hook and hot tea in my cup. What kind of hot tea, Angie? I got mint. Awesome. Isn't that awesome, Kim? And you're welcome. Oh, everybody. Welcome. I will cut it, girl. Look, I didn't want to have all those ends. I wanted a scheme. I wanted a center pull. Did not know True Boo was recommended that you use from the outside because I bought a scheme. Scheme, you center pull. Not True Boo. Hey, Sandrine.
Hey, Sandrine.
Green,
How are you? Thank
green,
you
darling.
for coming by. What
Dude,
is on your cup and what is on your hook?
I hope you feeling better. She had cramps the other day. She was really
That's
not
right,
feeling
you
good.
did. I can send you a pack of mint tea. My mother used to give me ginger tea. It did not
Mhm.
help.
And it didn't work.
It did not help. It was nasty. It was nasty. It's a Christmas tea. What's a Christmas tea, Angie? We've all had a lot of yarn bark lately. I'm going to start just pulling from the outside. I spent 4 to 5 hours undoing my yarn. It was a Karen anniversary cake. Debbie! Well, Debbie, four
Mm-mm.
to five hours isn't bad. I spent 3 days. Three
Whoa.
days.
See?
Days.
Now that's when I would have walked away. I would have to walk away from that. I used to give it to my daughter when she was young, and she thought it was fun to unravel the yarn bar. But now she's like, mama, cut it. That's what she does. Now that she's like 24, and I'll say, hey, no, no. She said, get away with me from me with that. Mm-mm.
Everybody's speaking the same dream. Debbie says, hi, Sandrine, my birthday buddy. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, Sandrine, we hope you're feeling better. It's feeling bad just starts to get on your nerves. You get
Ooh,
sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I know a lot of people. I saw this one YouTuber. I think her name is Poppy Callie, and she works from the doing the yarn from the outside, and she puts the yarn on this thing. It's like she bought it, and wherever she goes, it's here's the flat round part, like what you put a paper towel on. Here's the dowel or the stick, and she just sticks her yarn on that, and she works it from the outside. And never has, she said, because she does not like dealing with the yarn bar. So she has one, and she you can take it apart, and she carries it in her bag, and wherever she goes, she'll take it, put it together, pop her yarn on there, and it'll start swirling around. And I said, I might need to get that, because when you get that yarn bar,
Mhm.
it
You
takes
can
hours.
you can use a paper towel holder or a toilet paper holder.
Probably something like that. That's, yeah. Yeah, I saw her. She went on a vacation to Vegas, and she and her sister were crocheting in different places in the hotel. They didn't want to gamble. They came to crochet and go to the yarn stores in Vegas.
I hear you. Bye, Gigi. Thank you for coming by. You have a great one. Kim
Have
saying
fun
hi,
crocheting,
Gigi.
Gigi.
Racine. Oh, you're coming through. Hi, Racine. How are you? Good to see
Uh-oh.
you.
Uh-oh. Visitor, visitor.
This is the tea I'm drinking. Sonanta Heavenly Christmas Delight.
Tea. Oh.
Okay. Oh, Joanne just,
She jumped down.
and I love them so much. She loves them, Raven. I told you she did. I'm on vacation driving to North Dakota for Christmas tomorrow. You go ahead, girl. Enjoy your daughter. I'm glad you're on
Mhm.
vacation. And Melanie, she has one of those. She got it from Amazon.
What is it? What is the correct name for it, Sandrine? Do you know what the correct name for it is? Because I want to buy one. I can't remember.
She does too, Sandrine.
Yeah, does anyone know what that correct name is? That'll have to go on my Amazon list. I'm gonna have to get one.
My husband wants to know
If you're
OVW
cooking chicken.
cooking chicken. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I love making them for her. OVW. That's what I wanted to ask you. Your sheep have hair. Can you use the hair to make fiber? Because I know people use dog fur.
She said no to me when I asked her the other day. She she said no. Did you get what you need? Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, my daughter just came to pick up my granddaughter.
Girl, I thought my tablet was messing up. I got quiet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if somebody say something in the chat. I got scared. I said, Lord, what now? I didn't even touch it.
And I didn't, I'm sorry I didn't give you any warning because
It just happened so quick.
and I looked at you and you were just sitting there looking at the screen and I'm like, Melanie's not saying anything.
Yeah, I was scared. I was like, okay, I don't want to say something crazy and they can hear and it's just really me. I didn't know what was going on.
No,
Mm-mm.
you're fine. You're fine. Um, I'm saying I'm sorry. Consuelo's used to picking up the slack for me.
Oh, see, okay, now I know. Now I know.
How do you click the link at the
Um,
top? Oh, Sandrine is in the basement. Hold on,
I
Sandrine.
just,
uh-uh.
I just,
Well,
I just came up to show y'all this thing. Wait a minute.
Is your stomach better, Sandrine?
No, I'm full blown cramping.
oh, dang. You and my daughter. Happened to my daughter this morning.
Okay, here you go.
Let
This
me
the one I
see.
got.
Oh, okay. That's inexpensive too.
Okay, good. Wait, I'm gonna see if I can sit this up. So, ooh,
Kim says it's called a yarn ball winder and holder.
mm-hmm.
And it's only $14.99. Shoot. Oh yeah.
They got a lot of different ones. They got one. Well, if you want to have two skeins of yarn on it at one time, if you're doing two different colors. Let me see. Let me look that one right. Let me see. This one. right here. Wait, that's it. This one right here. This one kind of. These right here a little expensive, but they got some that's cheaper though.
Okay, that looks like what she had. What you got right there, that's what she had.
Yeah,
The wooden one.
that
What
wooden one is the one I have, but I have a
they got
smaller
some a
one
little
that
cheaper.
put
They
two
got
on.
some a little cheaper than that one. Cause I just seen one. Let me see.
$38.
That one right there.
39 and got and it's got two. Look, that's gonna be my Christmas gift to myself.
So you just go on Amazon and yeah, like I had one like this.
Mm-hmm.
I got to find the bottom. I got the top. Just so
Oh,
much
okay.
stuff. But I was thinking about getting the wood one. So when you're doing two colors, you ain't got to worry
Mm-hmm.
about them twisting together and all of that.
That would be good for your mosaic work.
Yeah, that'd be great for it. So yeah, just I think only thing I looked up was
That's nice.
yarn holder dispenser for crochet, and then it came up.
That's what you got. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. I'm gonna
Uh,
go on and put that on my wish list because I know I'll probably get some gift certificates because I told them I want Amazon gift certificates and some other stuff. So
Take it
that'll
down,
be.
VJ.
You say take it down, VJ. Take it down.
okay. Sandrine, make a cup of hot water and put a quarter teaspoon of ginger in it. You want to be off altogether, Sandrine?
Off. I'll leave. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, baby,
Racine, click
really
the
don't
link
feel good.
at the top. Just got home from work. Have my granddaughters here with me, working on my mosaic blanket. What color, Regina? You all in your mosaic. Okay, thanks, Joanne. I
Did
love
you
your
see? Did you see Racine Jackson? She said, "How do I come on live with you?"
I told her to click the link at the top. I pinned it
Oh,
to the top.
okay.
Click click the link at the top. Kim says hers is called a yarn ball winder slash holder.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can use a paper towel holder from the Dollar Tree.
But will it be as stable? Because with the paper towel holders, it may not. If you're pulling on it, it may not stay still because it's
Alright.
it got to be a heavy bottom.
Okay, Melanie, talk for a minute. Let me get the girls out of here, please.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but okay. So, what is everybody up to? What's on your hook? What are you doing? I don't know how to be a co-host. I don't know what to say, but everybody, I can see the chat. So if you put in what you're working on in the chat, I can read the chat. So let's see. Yes, mine's wood, so Kim Crochet says yes, mine's is wood too, but I like the look of the one Sandrine showed first. Okay, Sandrine's in the chat. Kim says, love you, Sandrine. I hope you feel better. Regina says, I have a picture of it on your Facebook page. Then Kim says the yarn holders have usually a heavier bottom. That's what I'm thinking. They need to have a heavier bottom because if they don't, as you're pulling, if there's a little resistance there for the paper towel holder, I think it would go right over. I think that's what would happen. So, sis Sandrine, I'm praying from you. That's from Raven, Sandrine. And I'm
Okay.
making a recent help tutorial by BOD. Oh, okay. All BODs. I love all her patterns. I love her patterns. Tag a day.
Yeah, Kim, me too. I like the one Sandrine showed first.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a pull out steam girl, but I got to get out of that because I can't deal with the bar. I cannot deal in the
But
bar.
some companies need to they need to follow like Hirschner's. You know how Hirschner's has a little tab? That needs to be the practice of everyone. They need to come up to Hirschner's level.
Yeah, and that was that Lion Brand yarn.
Oh, was it Hirschner? Okay, Line Brand. Okay.
That I mean, the Lion Brand yarn was the one I had the yarn bar with the True Boo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hershey's is the one I just did the yarn haul on that had the tab.
That's where I
And
saw
I've
it.
seen that, love it, can't wait. Here's Racine. Hi, Racine.
Hello. So
Howdy, Sue.
I want to show you. I made this felted hat on size 10, and that's out of the lamb pride wool. And if you look, there's
The
my hat.
back. That's cute.
And if you look here, it's called Lamb's Pride. And say hello, Ice. Here's my dog. Here's
Aww.
my husband driving the car, not the semi. But it usually comes in, let me see what the label says. It's 85% wool, 15% mohair, and you do 3 sizes bigger than your knitting needles. It's a 4-ply worsted weight. And yeah, put it in hot water. I found the best way to felt my stuff is I put it for about 20 minutes, boiling hot water on the stove, throw it in the wash machine with 2 pairs of blue jeans, and I do a jig. And within 10-15 minutes, I felted my fiber, and I've made slippers, I've made hats, but I just wanted to call and check in and say thank you, VJ, that I do come up with a lot of new things while out on the semi riding in that jump seat. And I want to say you have encouraged me, you've blessed me, and whenever you're
and you made me go broke.
Everybody's happy, but you have blessed me that by encouraging me, having a place to come and show. For about 5 years, I didn't have nobody to talk to, share my products, my work in progress, finished products, and thank you for accepting me into the family of the crafters.
Oh, Racine, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for being here and being willing to share. I love your things and I love your ideas. And I love the way you felted that in hot water and not did the needle felting, because that needle felting is really laborious.
Thank you. My husband wants to say something to you guys, so I'm turning the phone. Here he is.
I've got a quick little story I like to share with you guys, and it deals with her and her knitting. We were picking up a load of chicken. I want to say it was like late fall, it was early spring, like March. A freak cold snap come in. We were on the South Carolina, North Carolina border. Next thing you know, it went from like 70 degrees down to 34. Well, she just got done knitting a hat, which was like a baby blue matching scarf and fingerless gloves. Well, when we showed up to the chicken plant to pick up, they told us, oh, it's 5 to 8 hours you're going to be sitting here waiting. Well, the guy operating the lot truck, you could see he was shivering because when he left for work, it was warm. Didn't look at the weather. She turned around, gave him the hat, the scarf, and the fingerless gloves. Made him so happy. We were in and out of there inside an hour.
Wow.
For heaven's sake. Now
I mean,
that is a
people. I mean, out there,
blessing.
we we give people scarves, hats, and they look at them like, you mean, how much do you want for this? She says, I'm giving it to you. I've been blessed with it, so I'm blessing you with it. And
Yeah.
people just think, they're like, this is homemade. This is the expensive stuff. Why are you giving it to me? You know,
That's a blessing.
Beautiful.
That is a blessing, Racine.
Thank you.
Handmade things touch people's hearts. It means a lot.
One more question.
one more. This is more of a statement. Being that I've heard somebody here's from St. Louis. I don't know where y'all are from, but being that we're from Northwest Tennessee, we weren't directly affected by the tornadoes, but the community, Dresden, Tennessee, which is just the next town east of us, and the town west of us, Kenton, Tennessee, got hit mildly. But with Mayfield, Kentucky, have you ladies ever thought of pulling your resources together, knitting a bunch of blankets, and then shipping them off to Mayfield, Kentucky, to the Red Cross, or to Dresden, Tennessee, or Sandburg, Tennessee, where people were directly affected and are right now fighting to get anything that they can get, just because they've literally lost everything?
No,
I think
yet, because I wasn't aware that it was that bad, and shipping is horrendous.
yeah. You know what? Knitting a blanket would take too long. They need it now. So the best thing would be to, at Joann's, they sell what is that? The fleece and the flannel, and you can get it on discount, 40% off and things like that, because you showed us how to get those discounts. It would be better if you got some fleece or flannel, maybe tie two of them together. You know how they tie the edges, and it makes a very, very heavy, warm blanket. And
Okay.
that would probably get there quicker, or if you just get yourself some fleece and decorate however you want to do it. That would probably be a quicker fix, because
Mhm.
Well, it was just an idea I was throwing out there, just to,
it's a great idea. It's a great idea. Or to make, if you got hats laying around, if we have hats that we haven't, scarves, hats, something.
Right.
Right, right. I can check
Well,
with the
my
Red
scarf I'm
Cross
not
here
part
and
with. It
see
was
if they
custom made
collect
by
them.
her.
Ah,
I shared this with BJ. I knitted a scarf. My husband is 6'2", and it goes all the way from one toe down to the other toe, and it wraps around his head, over his head. He goes, I am part with my scarf. Everybody sees it and they think I look so funny and dorky, but you know what? When it's cold, it keeps me
Yes.
warm.
Yes,
it does the job.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it
It's
does.
right. It does. I never knew the use of those long scarves until one of my cousins moved to New York, and she asked me to make her a wide scarf, and she wanted it that long. And I said,
Yep.
why? She said, I'll show you when you're done. Man, she wrapped it around her neck, around her head, then around
Yep.
this way, and she had a way to do it. And I said,
Yep.
oh, she said, this is why. This is what we
Yeah,
do
and
in
then
New
you
York.
can put a big, nice hat over top of it.
Yep.
It's underneath your coat. Oh man,
Yeah.
does it get warm? Oh man, you wouldn't believe how warm something like that'll keep you.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know in New York it was, she said, oh, yes, we freeze here.
Yep. Like I
Give me
told
a
BJ
minute. Let
a
me
couple
catch up
weeks
with the
ago.
chat because somebody may have a question or a message or something for you, Racine. Let me see what's going on here.
Yep.
Raven is sending love to Sandrine, who says she'll message Raven. Kim says those are helpful holders. Okay, Kim, I'll look at one. Susan says, Kim, you can put the link to that ball winder holder, please.
Where do you get that the winder? Yarn Winder.
Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
Susan says, Sandrine, I hope you feel better. Are any of my mods still here? Can you drop the link? If not, I'll look it up and put it in the chat. In the description when this goes live.
Yeah, that'll be easier.
Everybody is saying they hope Sandrine feels better. Kim wants to do a felted bag. Racine, when this goes live, would you please put in the comments how you felt that with the hot water and the washing
Yes.
machine and the 2 pairs of blue jeans?
Yes.
Thank you, because I know I would rather felt that way than felt with the needle.
Oh, yes.
Raven says, hi, Racine, and beautiful fur baby, and hello, Racine's husband. Debbie says,
Yeah, I like that name, Racine's husband.
His name is Tom.
I'm Mr. Racine. Okay.
Last year,
hi, Tom, nice to meet you.
last year we moved from Michigan to Tennessee, and his son helped move the totes of my yarn. Every time he would open up a tote, Racine, here's another box of yarn. Racine, here's another box of yarn. So
finally he said, damn, Racine, you got too much yarn. I'm tired of moving yarn.
Never too much yarn.
I don't want to move no more. So I'm taking everybody's advice and using up my stash before I buy anything new.
There you go. Racine Raven says that's beautiful. Kim says you're awesome. Hi, Mary Bell. How are you? Thank you for coming in.
Hey, Mary Bell.
Mary Bell says that is an awesome story. Very sweet. Sandrine says that's awesome. Kim says, oh, that's so nice of her, and how nice that she had a set made. Yes.
And BJ, I'll also put it on your Facebook page how to felt wool, and once you get hooked onto doing wool and lambs, what did I call it? Lambs mohair. Once you start felting, you can make slippers, toys for your pets, cats, and I mean, when you felt it, that wool is solid and warm. It's very nice.
Okay, because I felted a hat on accident. On accident, as my stepson would say. Raven says, awesome. That is a great story. Thank you for sharing. Racine's husband, Tom. Kim says, we need more people like that.
I prefer Racine's husband.
Yes, we do.
I think it sounds.
Kim is saying hi to Maribel, and Raven says, oh, wow, I would, but shipping costs is outrageous. That's what I said. I can't afford it, or if I had the money, I definitely would. Yeah, I'm going to see what the Red Cross is doing, because I could donate things to them and see if they would ship it there. Because the last card I got from the Red Cross, they wanted money, and I'm like, well, I can't give you money, but I can crochet for you. And
yeah, they want their money.
Saying, hello, Mr. Racine, a.k.a. Tom.
No, it's Mr. Racine.
You need to have a show, Racine and Tom's Yarn Adventures Across Country.
Yes.
You know, somebody does have a
parental
guidance channel. Somebody's van adventures. You know, you could do that and show what you're knitting or crocheting in the truck while you're going through whatever city.
Well, picture this. I had one gal, she was just a wife, she rode in the semi, and she did crafts. Each town that she went, she Googled, other than Michael's or Joann's, she did yarn shops, and she purchased yarns, and within 2 or 3 weeks, she would give credit to the store and show what she made. And I was down in Atlanta, Georgia, and I did that. And people jumped onto my Facebook and says, I didn't even know we had this place in our town. The next time we
Wow.
went, the lady said, from just doing that, going to your local yarn shops other than Michael's and Joann's or Walmart's and showing what kind of fiber you guys have in your local towns, people do so many things, but they are unaware. And if people don't share where they go other than the internet right now where everybody's buying,
Yeah.
the local shops are saying, people come and buy my fiber or my needles or, our stitch markers, crochet hooks, buttons, buckles, handles for purses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that we can support our local businesses by sharing little podcasts like today too.
You're right, because I got that app that they were talking about on Affordably Crafty, and I was looking for local yarn shops in my area, and when
Yeah.
I Googled them to see what their hours were, all of them but one were closed.
Yeah. It's sad. Yeah.
It is.
So I don't know what they had or what they did or anything about them because they're no longer there.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard
VJ,
for
we'll
them.
get
It's really hard when everybody's on lockdown and you still have to pay rent.
Yeah. And if you're not a person that is not computer savvy and you don't know how to get on Etsy or eBay and list your inventory, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. I'm picking on you, VJ. We're going to tell how much stash you have, and people will come and order off your stash, and you can support newcomers.
VJ's Yarn Shop.
Yep.
Nobody wants my yarn because I got my yarn from those two estate
Yep,
sales.
so do I. So
And
do I.
that Hirschner's yarn haul I just got. So that
Yeah.
yarn I got from the estate sales is old. And I
Right.
mean old yarn, back from when they had Lee Ward's and Frank's. But I'm enjoying it because it's yarn that I never used before.
Is it hard or is it still soft?
It's still soft.
It's
well, then
still
we want it.
so do I.
Then we still want it. It doesn't matter.
Because I've got I've got the old DuPont Orlon Sayel. They don't even make that anymore.
They still don't.
No.
But I'm having fun working with it because you can't find those colors anymore.
Yeah.
You can't. So when you sell that item, you make sure you tell them vintage yarn, made with vintage yarn.
Made with vintage yarn.
One of a kind.
One of a kind. Yep.
Cameron showed some yarn the other day that I think he said he got 12 skeins or more. It was what'd you call it again? Sayel?
Sayel.
It was Sayel, and it was all white, and you could see the little Kmart price tag on it. Kmart doesn't even exist anymore.
Right.
It hasn't for decades. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I take a state sale yarn.
Thanks for coming by. Oh, is that me that's going out? Good Lord. My internet is saying I have done too much today.
Yeah, I take
Melanie, BJ, with it getting dark here coming into the outskirts of St. Louis, I'm gonna wave bye. I'll come back into the chat. Bye. And I will make sure
Bye. Thank you so much for coming.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas and enjoy your visit and be safe.
Yes.
Oh, Raven says, VJ, don't say nobody wants your yarn because as long as it's not wool, I would get it.
I would good at it.
Wool. so I can't do wool. Okay, okay.
Raven says
Well,
she'll
you know,
get at it.
that's what I said at the estate sale, and I got those two whips, and I said, well, I'm not going to finish these, but I'm going to frog them and use the yarn for something else because
Hmm.
it was a blanket's worth of yarn.
Wow. Yeah, you can't be messing over that.
Merry Christmas, Mary Bell.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Oh, she's
Who's
Raven
talking
there
about?
in the chat. It's just getting dark because we're losing our sunlight.
They
We
still
have
have
came
Kmart
here.
in this. Wow.
Theo, really?
Wow.
Somebody was talking about Tuesday morning the other day. I think all of my Tuesday
Me?
mornings are closed.
Really? I just drove by it today and I wanted to go in there and see if they had yarn. And I said, I need to stop. I stopped myself. I said, I need to cut it out because I have a garage with so much yarn. It's just not right. It's sinful. So I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Not going to
So
do it.
are you going to do a Priscilla and do a video of you organizing your yarn?
Child, that would be a 48-hour marathon. I organized it last year into variegated totes. I put browns and tans in it. But now I've bought more yarn since then, and I just kind of put it in a gigantic IKEA tote that's a big zipper. Like I could probably put a small child in it or something. I'll put it as I buy them and kind of sneak it in. I just kind of throw it on the pile. And my husband said, for some reason, this pile is getting larger. And I acted like I didn't know anything about it. But I finally got the yarn out of my car. I had yarn that I just kind of left in my car until I could get it in. I would love to have a yarn room, a craft room like a lot of people do, but that won't be happening. So he told me the other day, he said, maybe we can make an area in the garage. They have man caves.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, maybe since you have all this yarn in here, we can make an area and make it homey and, make an area for you and your yarn and everything. And I said, I appreciate, put a little recliner out there with me. I'll be good.
Do you have a home office?
No. Mm-mm. We're only in a 3-bedroom. So we do have a 3-car garage though, a 3-car. So that one little area side for the single car, we can convert it or do something with it. But yeah, I have too much. I gave some yarn away last year to a friend of mine. She's on Facebook. Her name is Bossy Knits, Bossay Knits. She does a lot of on Etsy. She's on Etsy. She makes a lot of crochet patterns. She's awesome, man. She's a nurse also. Boy, she's awesome. And so I gave her some yarn. I said, hey girl, normally I list this yarn on eBay, but I have to be real with myself. I'm not gonna do it. So I told her I had 5 trash bags full of yarn. And I said, do you want to come get these 5 trash bags? And she said, yes, I do. And she came right over and got it. Some of it she kept, some of it she sold. And I told her, I said, just get on your Facebook, because we had a little crochet group here, but it was kind of COVID time. And I said, get on your Facebook and, arrange them in beautiful colors and say, hey, this will make a beautiful hat and scarf set. Look at all.
Oh, Melanie froze. Okay.
Some of her friends that were from other countries were buying them. And, so that's what happened. But I'm keeping the yarn I have now. I have a lot of those cakes with the multicolor. I have a lot of that. I want to make maybe some wraps. Shawls are pretty, but I like wraps. I like a wrap better because I find the younger kids and stuff, they'll buy wraps. I was shocked.
Really?
Yeah, the younger people, they will buy a wrap because they could do so much with it. They could if you make a little bit of it netted or whatever, they use it with their bikinis, or you could do a lot with a netted wrap. If you bunch it together and put it around your neck, it can still be warm. And then later you can just pin it on your side in the summer, and you got a little bikini thing, So I discovered that because they would ask me for wraps.
Okay.
And so I said, okay, wraps it is. Wrap it.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. So I found it was multifunctional.
There you go.
Yeah, everybody doesn't always want a shawl, but they don't mind having a wrap because they could do a lot with it.
Well, Merry Christmas, Vivian. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas, Vivian.
Appreciate it. Raven says, my husband said I have a she house instead of a she shed or she room. Well, she house. My husband Rob and I try to make hats and scarves and blankets for the homeless.
That's nice.
That is nice. That is nice. That really is. That really is. Yeah, that's really nice. I had started when they wouldn't let you bring the plastic bags back. I had started saving the plastic bags, and I was going to make the corn and make the sleeping mat.
Oh, yeah.
Told me it took 400 plastic bags to make corn. I'm like, oh no.
You gave up that dream?
I'm like, nope, sorry. No, no.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
No, not gonna
happen.
happen.
A lot of work. That's a lot of preparation.
Yes. And there was a lady on YouTube. I had saved her link and everything because she showed where to cut it, how to cut it, how to put it together, and gave you
I remember that.
instructions on how to crochet the mat. And I'm sitting here going, I'm trying to clean this house out. Why am I going to say 400 plastic bags? I don't think
400.
So. I will donate them to somebody.
Yes. It's true. Just give it to the homeless because they'll use those plastic bags. They're clean.
Marshall says there is a lady that's a truck driver and she crochets and hosts cows and different things. Just her and her dog.
Aww.
Oh, I know who you mean. Riding with Rover.
I have to look at that.
Is that her, Marshall, Riding with Rover? Because I think that she had been off for a while because she had been sick or something. Yep, Marshall, Dana, and Dooley.
I would love to do that. Have a road trip and base it on yarn shops. Different Dana and Dooley.
Linda, how are you? Thank you so
Linda,
much.
Hey, Linda.
Happy Thursday to you.
Yeah, that's true. Look, let me look at my calendar. Yeah. Because it's Wednesday.
What is on your hook? Oh my goodness.
You should be resting.
She was so excited Rick was home. She can't rest. She can't rest. Yes, hi to sweet Linda. I appreciate you coming by. Debbie saying hi to Linda.
Do they do yarn crawls where you're at, VJ? A yarn crawl?
I have no idea because, like I said, the 6 yarn shops I found on the app are closed.
What they do out here, it's going to be in March in Los Angeles. They're going to be having a bunch of yarn shops from Los Angeles even to in the Inland Empire where I live, and they'll host these yarn crawls. And you can buy a bag right now. They're having a contest for someone to design the bag, the tote bag for this year for the yarn crawl. And you get your tote bag, and inside it'll have a chart of different yarn shops. And as you go, you you know, you get a stamp or a sticker from each yarn shop. And at the end, depending on how many yarn shops there are, you know, they give a prize. You can enter for, I think it's like a little contest, and they pull your name, and you get these gigantic yarn baskets from yarn shops that have donated. And it's pretty fun because you get to meet so many different people. You know, I know one year my husband went with me because I said, I'm going on this yarn crawl. He said, I don't need you driving around to all these strange areas and this and that. So he came with me, and he was really impressed. He was impressed. We went in, and he said, man, these women are so nice to each other. And there were some men in certain shops too. There were men, and they had snacks out there for you and games to play, special yarn prices. And so they call it a yarn crawl. And maybe within your city, yeah, you look it up.
I don't know. Because up until last year, I worked second shift, so I missed everything.
Oh, okay.
So I have no idea what they do here.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be in March. March, they're going to look, unless you want a vacation to Los Angeles in March and come join us in our yarn crawl.
Well, I can't because I'm going to Detroit at the end of March, so I can't do Cali and Detroit at the same time.
Oh,
Budget will not allow.
You said you're going to go to Detroit?
Yeah.
I wonder, you might want to look and see if they're having the Detroit yarn doll show during that time. They have a doll show in Detroit, and it's really, really famous. And not only do crochet doll makers go, because yeah, Gigi took a picture of Aniqua, and Aniqua goes, but I mean, doll makers of all kind. If you look on YouTube, look up on YouTube, Detroit Doll Show. There are so many videos, and I tell you, these women make exquisite dolls out of everything. They're like Angela Young. Angela can make a doll out of a pencil and yarn. And she's like the MacGyver of doll making. But these women at this Detroit doll show, those videos will keep you entertained just looking at all those doll makers and all the things that they make dolls out of. It's amazing. Wow. So maybe if you're out there during that time, look up the Detroit Doll Show.
Linda says it's only 11. I was ahead.
Oh.
So Linda, are you pulling a Linda getting it done, or are you praying for yourself? Poor Linda. She was going around in circles this morning. She was doing okay. Everybody's speaking. Linda says, I am doing a Linda on the baby blanket before I go to bed. So I'm lurking. I gotta go back. I didn't see the blanket this morning, Linda. You just missing Racine and Mr. Racine, aka Tom. Yes, they were nice. They were very nice. And it was so nice for her to give that to that gentleman.
Yes.
Nice.
You got to guard things like that with your life, because when people see you with something that nice, they end up missing. You got to, when you don't just hang it up anywhere.
Oh, no.
I have many friends that I've made hats and gloves and scarves for their children. And next thing you know, they're asking me to make another set because someone at their child's daycare took their hat and gloves and talking about, oh, I thought it was all. No, you didn't. Because you said.
Well, you never see it again.
Yes. And I made
my grandbaby's name in her sweaters and jackets, and she came home without them. And you would never see that sweater or jacket again, and you would never see anybody's clothes with that name in it. And the parents knew they didn't send the kids to school in those clothes.
Yep, I made a Camouflage Aviator Hat, and she let her daughter wear it, and it was nice. I had it outlined. It was brown and camouflage, and I had it outlined in camouflage, and I really took my time with it. Well, it went missing, never to be seen again, and she was so upset. I was like, I told you, do not send her to school in that, because people are going to take it. They know what they're doing. You know what your
And
child
then,
doing in school.
then the parents are teaching the kids to be dishonest.
Yeah. And what makes you mad is not only do they take it, like you say, you never see it again because they're not going to send their kid to school with it on because you're going to say, hey, that's my hat.
Right. Linda says, I am doing a Linda. Oh, I read that one. Linda says, Debbie says, Linda, you want to finish it tonight? Raven says, hey, we knew it was eventually going to happen, Linda. Linda was going to find herself going out as she was coming in. Oh, you Raven. Oh my goodness. Yes. Because Linda, your needles are on fire. They really are.
Yes, they are.
I bow to you because I can't keep up.
Did
And
you see her
when you
show
start
today with her
knitting,
sweater? That sweater she made, she had it on. Oh, it was beautiful.
mhm. Linda does beautiful work, just beautiful. And her knitting, I can't. And to knit in chat, I can't knit in chat. We know what happens when VJ knits in chat.
She said, I can't do it, Chad.
It's not pretty. I have learned the frog knitting. I've learned to use the lifeline because it's coming out.
Yeah, when you have to count, you can't do it.
Well, my hands get. Everybody talks about muscle memory. My
Mm-hmm.
muscle pick a stitch it likes, and it will do that stitch regardless of where it belongs in the pattern. It may be single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet. When I get to that double crochet, the rest of the row is going to be double crochet.
Uh-uh.
Raven says, but that's why we love Linda. Yes, that sweater was absolutely gorgeous. Shoot.
Oh, yes, it
All of
was.
Linda's stuff is absolutely gorgeous. I haven't seen her
I was
produce
so glad she said
anything.
it was crochet.
All of Linda's work is beautiful. Even when
Yeah.
she has to frog it back and redo it. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I was so glad it was crochet. I thought it was knitted at first. And she said, nope, it's crocheted. I said,
You gonna make one?
I might. I've never made a sweater. I've had many attempts. And I ended up taking them apart. Many attempts. So I may try because that ombre, it was so pretty. Like she said, those autumn colors, they were really pretty.
Mhm. Now, see, I would need one that goes in the round because I hate sewing things together. So that I would do the front panel and the back panel, and that's where it would be. You talking about? Well, you
I,
just put on two side seams, and no. Yes, the sweater was crochet, and I'm going to do a tutorial in the new year. Oh, Linda.
that will be me. That will be me. That
Oh,
will be my tutorial.
oh, Linda.
When you say, oh, Linda,
She, she is a working woman. That is why, because when Linda was saying that she's only been on YouTube since February, and I was sitting there going, how do you have 4,000 subscribers just since February? It's all the work she puts in, and her work is
you're
beautiful.
welcome.
And then she's going to do tutorials, and I'm sitting here
Linda,
going, I can't,
you said, I can't.
I can't. Hi, Tina. How are you? Going to the club, girl? You enjoy yourself. I appreciate it. I appreciate the thumbs up. And you just caught us because we are leaving here. I have overstayed my
You
welcome.
said,
I have missed Granny D, and
oh,
I'm gonna have to do like Granny D. I'm gonna have to go
catch the replay.
get to the loo, my darling.
Yes, get
And
to
it is. Let's see. Granny goes off at 5. Who comes on after Granny? Today's not Friday, so it's not Nana Michelle. I
Today,
know.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Unapologetically Mocha comes on
I have her.
at 6. Is it 6 Eastern or 6 Central? Must be 6 Eastern because I didn't get a notification. Oh, Raven says she wants to be a Linda when she grows up. I won't live long enough to be a Linda.
Uh-uh. We have to be crochet vampires. We don't die until we use up all our yarn and we use all our patterns. We're we will not leave this earth until we do all our patterns and use all our yarn. We stay forever.
Oh, Linda says it's David. Okay. Okay. Vivian says, I did a throw for my adopted mother and her daughter. And I did a throw for my adopted mother, and her daughter took it with her to dialysis, and she got sick, and the throw got stolen. For the love of,
That's just mean.
that's horrible.
That's mean.
That is horrible. Melanie Joanne wants to know what you're doing.
Oh, when you stuff, when there's a method to the madness, and you have to, when you get the polyfill, you have to kind of manipulate it. It's kind of stuck together. So you have to pull it apart so that when you stuff it, I'm stuffing the head right now. Here it is. I'm stuffing the head, and if you want it to be smooth and round, it's lumpy right now because it's not full. But if you want it to be smooth and round, you got to pull this apart and put it in little by little, and then kind of mold it as you put it in, so you get that perfectly round doll head. Yeah.
And Tina says, hello, Melissa. I hope everybody's holiday goes well. Yes, Tina, I hope your holiday goes well and that you have a good time in the club tonight
Be
and
safe.
come home safe.
Be safe. Wear your mask.
Melanie Linda says that will never happen.
Hey, then we live forever then. We live forever with our crochet hooks in hand, just like this. Just we sleep like this with our yarn in our bed and all our patterns around us until we get them done.
I love it. Thea says, Merry Christmas to all. I hope you all have a wonderful time. Thank you, Thea. I appreciate it. Joanne says, oh, okay, so tease it.
That's it. That's what you got to do. Take a little bit. Take a little bit, and you got, because it's like a cotton ball sometimes. It's all kind of packed together. So you have to pull it apart. So, when people don't do that and you look at their teddy bears or their dolls and you kind of see little lumps in their legs or something, that's because they didn't. And I had to learn the hard way. Nobody told me in the beginning. So I had lumpy dolls. I didn't sell those. I just gave those away.
Melanie Tina says she hopes all is well with you.
Oh, all is well. I hope you safe out there, girl. Make sure you're wearing your mask.
Thea says crochet vampires. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And Linda says, amen, sister. And Joanne says, hey, Tina, darling. And Debbie says, love to all. Have a blessed evening. Thank you, Debbie. You have a blessed evening as well. I appreciate you coming by. And Joanne says she's been using pillow stuffing.
That's what I started with. Yes, I did.
Her family knew to hide their pillows when they got
That's
up.
right. You get up and your pillows in the washing machine or in the dryer. You know what's up. That's what happened in the beginning before I started buying the polyfill. I wasn't sure. I said, I'm not going to go spend money on that. I took people's pillows, threw them in the washing machine with soap and bleach, and there you go. That's it. Mm-hmm.
People started going out buying down pillows so you couldn't steal their pillows.
Oh, we not living like that. We not down pillows, not in this house, child. No, no.
Oh, I'm so glad I made you live, Miss VJ. Hugs. Hugs to you, Linda. I
Yes,
really appreciate you
big
coming
hug.
by.
Big
Thank you
hug.
so very much. And congratulations on your 4K and Merry Christmas to you and Rick. Racine says, Melanie, I need to see you stuff my superhero. It was not full like what you're saying. Oh, Racine needs
Yeah,
a stuffing video.
I may have to do that because when you're stuffing the doll legs and head, like I said, it'll start to round out on its own perfectly as long as you stuff it correctly. And no one ever tells you that. You know, you just grab stuffing and throw it in there and make sure it's tight. And then you see these lumps, and then you're like, how come the head is kind of warped? So
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
I
Tina
just take
says,
that little bit. I
okay.
don't know how to do it. I put it straight down in the middle, and as it fills up, let me grab a little bit, just a tiny bit. I put in a little bit at a time, and it's time consuming. And there's like a little hole in the middle, and I just put it right. I keep stuffing it right into the middle, and it's gonna make the head. I can't get my life right here. It's gonna make the head start rounding out perfectly for you, and you won't have to do much. But you got to stuff it. Well, I do straight into the middle, straight into that little middle nest in there. In there. There it is. So yeah, that's what I do. And then I'll start crocheting it closed a little more, stuff a little more. So yeah, that's it.
Tina says she will definitely wear her mask and keep it on the whole time. She's
Mm-hmm.
almost afraid to go, but she's going to go and show her face and she's going to try to hurry up and get out there because she doesn't want to get sick. I hear
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Sandra says, thank you. Merry Christmas to you and Melanie. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Hugs. Thank you. And Raven says, have a blessed night, Linda. Yes, you and Rick both. I hope he is sleeping well. It is
Mm-hmm.
sometimes kind of hard to recover afterwards.
It is. But being home is better than being in the hospital. I think
Girl,
you
say it
heal a
again.
little quickly.
Mm. They kept
You
saying,
say,
why don't you ring your bell? I said, because I know what I'm doing. I'm doing
ah,
this and I call you for things I don't know how to do.
yeah.
Good night, Linda, and hugs and kisses. And
Good
I'll see you
night.
at somebody's house tomorrow. You can't stay away.
She said, you can't stay away.
Rick is doing okay, getting there slowly. Okay, slow and steady wins the race.
It does.
Yes, because
Don't go too
that's
soon.
trauma to your system. It takes a
Yes.
while to recover from trauma. Yeah, these people who are all into this plastic surgery and they want to go under the knife every couple of months, that does not make sense to me.
Me neither. That's like volunteering for surgery. Why
And
you gonna
my
volunteer for surgery?
and my cousin made buku money out there in LA being a plastic surgeon to the stars. And I'm like, honey, you just go right ahead because
Yeah.
I'm not.
Now
Nope.
they got this show called Botched, where you have all the people with the botched plastic surgery. Just that alone should make you change your mind because it's bad.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, can't do it. Can't
He's like,
do
yeah. But now they got the Botox where your face is frozen. You know, I'm not
They
doing that
spent
either.
many years trying to cure botulism. Why am I going to let somebody inject it into me?
Yeah, I've seen people with reactions to it where I know a friend of mine had hers done and her skin started turning dark colors. So now she has a darkness up here where she got the dots here, here, and around her mouth area, and all here where those lines are that they'll shoot you up, and over here it traveled from where her crow's feet were to like here. So now it's like it's like a dark shadow on her face that it was a reaction to the Botox, and it's not going away. The doctor said you have to stop doing it or it could become worse, but it probably will not go away. It's like people never think about that, you know, before they go injecting these things into their faces, that you could have a some type of lifelong reaction.
That's
Scary.
They could have taken that money and done something useful with it.
So now you got wrinkles that are going to come anyway and skin discoloration.
Wow. Susan Burke says, take care, bye Linda, take care. Merry Christmas tree. Merry Christmas tree. I don't usually get to see all of my little emojis here on StreamYard because StreamYard's kind of crazy, but I see a tree. I don't see colors, but I see a tree.
I got to get ready to start cooking Christmas dinner tomorrow, slowly but surely.
Yeah, you can be like Angela and have sandwiches.
You know, I didn't cook for Thanksgiving. So, you know, I took Thanksgiving off. We went to a restaurant and had some barbecue. That's what we did. But for Thanksgiving, I promised my son I would make my dressing. So I got to start boiling the turkey necks and getting that ready, making the cornbread and all that to get that chopping everything, the celery, the onion.
My daughter cooked for Thanksgiving. It was interesting. My brother gave us gift certificates to the Cheesecake Factory.
Ooh.
So I said, okay, if you all want to donate your gift certificates and tell me what you want to order, I will order Christmas dinner from the Cheesecake Factory and we can have it here.
That's beautiful.
Okay. So I have been working on this table all week. I'm finally going to get this table clean so we have someplace to eat on Christmas Day.
Now, be careful. Don't be like this store called Boston Markets here. People ordered their Thanksgiving dinner and there was a work shortage. I guess no one wanted to come in and work the day of Thanksgiving or the day before, and no one showed up. So they had to put a sign on the door and say, we're sorry, you won't be getting your dinners. No employees showed up to work. So they were on the news. It was in Rancho Cucamonga, Boston Market. So all these poor people were on the news standing in front of Boston Market. They paid their money for these dinners. And since no one decided they wanted to come to work on Thanksgiving, they all didn't get their food. It was sad. So they had to make, I guess, McDonald's or maybe we went to Famous Dave's barbecue. But yeah, you can make sure they're not having a problem with workers. And ask, when can I pick up my dinner? Can I pick it up on the 24th or the 23rd or something? Because if some people get disgruntled because they have to work and they want it off and they don't show up, then what happens to your dinner? That's what happened.
Actually, I was really thinking about calling them and placing my order on the 24th and just bringing it home and putting it in the refrigerator and heating it up.
You might want to call earlier than that just to make sure they have food available. And, you know, things happen now with these days that we have, you know, this time we're in. People don't want to work or come to work, and they won't come if they don't get the day off that they choose and still have a job because people can't afford to fire them. That's what's been going on around here. So make sure you check with all the checkers and double check so you guys don't end up at McDonald's. No slight against McDonald's, but that might not be what you want.
Girl, I hear you. Joanne, if you want to drive 600 miles to my house, you are welcome to come. Because I am in Missouri. Okay, it is. Oh, I just got my notification. Unapologetically Mocha is going live in 30 minutes. Raven says, I may have wrinkles, and crow's feet, but God allowed me to come through stuff that had me look that way. But I trust God, not doctors. Amen.
That's right. Wash your face and put on some moisturizer and pray. That's my mama said. Wash your face, moisturize, and pray.
Hi, Kenyon. Kenyon saying hi to everybody.
Hey, Kenyon.
Joanne saying hi to Kenyon. Well, Kenyon, thank you so much for coming by. You are just catching us because we have been on for 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours.
I want to thank everybody who has joined today, everybody who has been by today. Melanie for hanging out like a trooper and holding down the fort while I dealt with the girls. I want to thank Racine for coming up and showing us what she was working on. And thank Tom for sharing the story with us. Thank Joanne for showing us her C2C scarf. Got another pattern I'm going to be working on. I've heard of C2C scarves and yeah. Kenyon, David is next at Bearded Yarn Dudes, and Unapologetically Mocha will be live in 30 minutes. I will probably stop by David's and let him run while I make dinner, and then I will be over at Unapologetically Mocha. I am putting the border on my OHLALA baby blanket. Finally, I went and picked up the gray and got busy with everything else and didn't finish the border. I am finishing the border. I've got, Lord Jesus, this is going to be too big for a baby blanket. I just finished row 16 and I have to go up to row 25.
That's not bad though, because they can have it longer than just being a baby. It'd be a toddler blanket too. It grows with the baby.
Girl. Hola,
Yeah.
Marisa, ¿qué pasa?
Hola, Marisa.
Feliz Navidad, Marisa. We are going to the Bearded Yarn Dude on our way over to Unapologetically Mocha. I need to go make tuna noodle casserole. And my cat is clawing me. Bad cat. Thank you, Maribel. Thank you. That's why I was making this blanket was for the border. I had seen it in one of my crochet groups on Facebook. And when I found out it was a free pattern, why did they tell me that? That was all they had to say. So the link to the pattern is in the description. It is free on Ravelry. She used cotton yarn. I was not going to order the yarn that she had. She was using cotton yarn from Turkey, and I didn't want to order it. So The sugar and cream I knew was going to be too rough, and my Walmart hadn't started carrying peaches and cream. So I just used my old Red Heart Super Saver, and I tried to do the math between how many skeins they said you needed of the cotton versus the acrylic and the hook size and all that. And they gave you the dimensions of the blanket. Well, I wasn't taking into account that I had a 15-row border on here. So I made the blanket the size the blanket was supposed to be. So the border is going to be extra. So it's going to be an extra big blanket. I know better for next time, but I
But
just
that's
can't
nice.
do
That's
the
nice.
border.
That's gonna be nice though, because like I said, the baby will be able to put that on. Will it be big enough, like for a little twin size bed, to put it like on the foot of a twin size bed?
It's possible, yes.
So that blanket, that's cool, because that blanket is gonna grow with the baby. The baby gonna grow into that blanket, and it'll get more use, longer use.
Yeah, so like I said, I just finished row 16 and we're going up to row 25. So I've got 9 more rows on this border.
Mm, the blanket that never ends.
Melanie says, So I think the second blank that I started when I was waiting for my gray yarn to come in, I think I'm going to stop the blanket part where it is since I found out how big the border is. Because Lord help me. Yeah, I didn't do the math on this too well. But I love the colors.
Yeah, pink is my favorite. I love the pink, gray, and white combo. That's beautiful.
Thank you. And I wanted to try all these different stitches. And I had
Hmm.
never really worked with the X stitch before. So I'm loving the different
Oh,
stitches.
you got fancy. You got very fancy on that blanket.
Girl, no, this lady that wrote this got fancy on this blanket because I would not have come up with all this. I would have done the shell border and called it a day. Because I didn't know. I didn't know any better. Thank
I
you.
didn't know.
Tia. Kenyon says it's not that big. They can lay it on the floor. Honey, it's white. You're not gonna put a white blanket on the floor.
But don't put that blanket on the floor. No, no,
Now,
no. That blanket should never touch the ground.
you're very welcome, Maribel. I try to only share things on this channel that are free because Lord knows we gotta save up money for the yarn. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and take love. Thank you.
Bye, Susan. Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you, my dear. Thank you, Kenyon. I am working on Mocha's flowery shawl pattern. Are you, Thea? Oh, I bet it's beautiful. I've got to look at that. Merry Christmas to all. Everybody here says Merry Christmas. Yes, we all say Merry Christmas. And if some people do not observe Christmas, no slight intended. It's going to be blessed and beautiful. Thank you, Racine.
Mm-hmm.
I found a kaleidoscope yarn at Hobby Lobby. I'm not going to look. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Ursula makes her a baby blanket 60 inches.
Oh,
Does she? Okay. I'll have to measure it. Merry Christmas, Joanne. You take
Merry
care.
Christmas, Dawn.
That really grows with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Maribel, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Baby to teen.
Mm-hmm.
It probably won't be that big, but it'll go through the toddler years for surely. But VJ, it can be used for playtime on the floor. But Kenyon, it's white. You don't put white blankets on the
You
floor.
know, if I made that blanket, VJ, and I came to someone's house and that blanket was on the floor, I would take it home with me. I would pick up my blanket because I would claim it back and walk right out that door with my blanket. Don't put my blanket on the floor.
Can
We
you
don't
feel
do
me?
that with
It was
homemade
an idea. My bad. See,
child. That yes, we don't do
they
that.
they had this thing going around Facebook. This lady had sold this blanket, and when she went to the people's house, their dogs were laying on it.
I had a worse experience. My second blanket I ever made, I'm gonna just say for a family member. I came and with all my little fifth grade heart, worked hard on that blanket. Came to their house, the cat was on it. And you know how cats will, I don't know if you've seen it, they get on the blanket and they do like this. That's
Mhm.
what the cat was doing on the blanket. I saw that and I was so upset. And my mother was just like putting her hands on my lap, like, now just and next time we came back, and my mother just told me, those are people who you will not make any, because my mother did say something to my family member. They may be watching, and I don't know. And she said, that blanket needs to be put up. That is not a cat blanket. And
Right.
she said, well, it's a blanket, isn't it? Just like any. She said, no, it's not like any other blanket.
Huh.
It has been handmade especially for someone and their
Mhm.
favorite colors. And
Mhm.
because they were in the hospital, it was a nice heavy blanket to keep them warm and just, family touch to it. Next time we saw that blanket, it was tattered up. It had holes. And my family member was asking me, could I patch it up? Patch it up.
Oh, you want no, no. This lady had made this blanket for her aunt who was in the hospital. The aunt passed, and the aunt's daughter, the lady's cousin, took the blanket home, and her dogs were laying on the blanket. And so, of course, the lady who made this for her aunt in her aunt's favorite colors was
Mm-hmm.
devastated that the dogs were laying on this blanket.
Yes,
And
I feel
one
her
person
pain.
who opened it up for discussion says, well, you gave this blanket away. It's no longer your blanket. And I said, okay, but we're not, I'm not seeing this as the blankets on the couch. These are little bitty teacup dogs laying on this blanket. I'm seeing this blanket thrown in the corner, and you've got
A dog
German
blanket.
shepherds laying on this blanket. No, that doesn't work for me.
No. Not with all those hours and hours and hours of time and love, that you put into that. I'm sorry. I know when you give a gift, it belongs to that person and it's theirs to do what they will, but I can't see it. I've had people that I made special baby booties and hat set. And I told her, I said, this is a keepsake. Always keep it. I made it special for you in these colors, blah, blah, blah. When she had the next baby, she asked me to make another pair. And I said, well, why don't you hand it down from, that'll be a great thing. And she said, well, I gave those away. I said, what? She said, oh, I gave those away. After she couldn't fit, I just gave it away to my other friend that was having a baby. And she liked them so much, I gave it to her. I said, okay, well, if I have time, and you know what that means, you're not getting anything. So yeah, I just have to learn to when I learn a lesson, I just keep to that lesson and learn who to make things for, because some people that really don't understand handmade gifts.
Hi, GGP. Thank you for coming in.
See,
Mine says my granddaughter put hers on the floor to take a nap on. That doesn't offend me. I'm just glad she's enjoying it.
I
Hmm.
can't. It's too many flannel and fleece blankets for you to do that. I can't. I have to
When
grow.
when my daughter had her shower, I had this big shopping bag filled with things, and I had them in layers. And so I had the christening blanket that I made her, and I was like, this is from Granny. And then the
Mhm.
next level was the hat and sweater set I had made for my daughter. I said,
Oh,
and this is from your mommy. And then the next layer level was from your mommy's granny, because it was a blanket that my mother had made for my daughter when she was
wow,
born. And the last level said, from your granny's granny. And my daughter's going, from your granny's granny. She's counting on her fingers and she's like,
wow,
from granny? I said, uh-huh. And she pulled the blanket out of the um, bag. And my grandmother had made strips and had flowers and everything on it and had sewn it all together. It was crochet.
wow.
And my cousin, my daughter was looking at it and she's looking all around the room. And my cousin says, yeah, uh-huh. I remember when she made that. And then my
Wow, that's
daughter and
priceless.
everybody just broke into tears.
I'm about to say I'd have been crying. I would
They
be
just
crying.
they just all broke into tears. Now everybody, yelled at me about, you don't ever throw anything away. I'm like, I'm not gonna
That's
throw it
right.
away. 'Cause someday I'm gonna get to pass this down, and I passed it down. So then
It's
my niece
priceless.
says, I didn't get a christening blanket, heirloom. And I said, you didn't have your kids christened. She said, well, that's okay. They can still have heirloom blankets for their kids. I'm like, oh, Lord, help me.
That was a lot of love in that gift. That was layers and layers of love. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Did you guys record it when she was looking at it or?
No,
Ah,
no. I, I'm not the AV person. I didn't
I
think
know. I know. You got to put somebody in charge of that stuff so that they can catch the moments, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm not the
Yeah.
AV person. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Monda says she's had hers for 5 years and they're still in great shape. Monda, that's beautiful. That's
That is
beautiful,
beautiful.
and I'm glad she appreciates it, and I'm glad she kept it, because some people, like Melanie was saying, it was all torn up and tattered. So everybody, isn't as conscientious of handmade things as
They're
they
not.
should. And some people are so quick to I can only use my ex-husband as a model, quick to impress people by giving things away. Look what I
Yeah.
gave. Look what I
Yes.
have. And then they're running around. They want another one because they've given it away, but they
Yeah.
feel like a big shot at the time because look what I gave.
Yeah. It was a hat and booty set in Rasta colors, Jamaican Rasta colors. That's what she wanted. So yeah, I made it and I was, these little baby, it was a lace booty pattern. So I was alternating doing these little lacy stitches and stuff. That took me a little bit of time there for it to just be, yeah, girl, here you go. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No,
my
no,
daughter
no.
was putting the christening blanket on the car seat in the car, and I'm like, honey, this is not an everyday blanket. This is a
There you
christening
go.
blanket. You wash it, you fold it up, and you put it in plastic, and you save it for your grandchild. This is not an everyday blanket. She's like, oh, okay.
Happened to my daughter in high school for her sister. It's her half sister. She got pregnant and she made her, what did she make her? She made her a blanket, booties, a little hat with teddy bear ears, and a baby jacket to match with a hood with teddy bear ears. I was really impressed with her in high school making that. She got special yarn, different textures, And she put the note to her sisters. I said, you must tell her that it is a keepsake. You must tell her not to give these away or donate them or anything. You got to tell her, because younger people don't know this. I think her sister might have been like 22, 23. I said, so then next thing we know, she put the note in, never received a thank you, never saw a picture of the baby in it. And I said, but then we saw a picture of the blanket at the park over on the grass over a dirt area. They laid the blanket because there was dirt where the grass was thin. So they laid that blanket that made over that dirt area. And I was praying that my daughter didn't see it on Facebook. I wasn't going to say anything to her because I knew what was going to happen. I knew how I was going to stab her in her heart. She came in my room and she said, Mama, look at my blanket on the ground at the park in the dirt. I was like, baby, I'm so sorry. She said, Mama, I told her it was a keepsake. I said, baby, I'm sorry. We know. I said, you learned in that lesson I learned in high school. Now we know. And she said, wow. She said, I worked so hard on that, going and buying the yarn with my own money and, trying to make it special. And that blanket is in the dirt. And it had white in it too. It had white in it. It had white and different types of gray. It was made with regular yarn and some homespun yarn. It was very pretty. She designed it. It was beautiful. I never would have thought of the idea that how she put the regular yarn and homespun together. I would never have thought of that idea. It was beautiful. And yeah, it was at the park in the dirt. So we just got to we have to be wise who we give things to. Sometimes we give it with our heart. We mean well, but yeah, hard lesson to learn when you hand make something. It's hard.
Right. Like my niece said, well, we didn't get one. I'm like, you had these kids Christian. And she, well, we can have an heirloom blanket now. And it's like, okay, I'll get on that.
Was that their way of putting in an order?
I guess. I'm waiting for them to have children. Their children may get a Christmas blanket. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know how you're gonna feel about that.
Well, we'll see because I don't have that yarn, and since I can't dye until I use up the yarn I have, we'll we'll see if I live long enough to buy some more yarn.
You're gonna be good, girl. You're gonna be good. Crochet vampires until we use every pattern, till we use all the yarn and every pattern we buy.
There you go. There you go. Everybody, I am so grateful for everybody who came by today. I am so grateful for all of the thumbs up, all of the likes, everybody who has joined my little family. I had not planned on starting a channel when I started watching YouTube and finding out how talented everybody is, and that people gave lives and I could ask questions and people were showing all of their makes and I'm like, oh, and then people like Gigi and Melanie and Renee are like, you need to go out there and do one. And I'm like, but I don't have anything to say. And they're like, you've got stuff to say. You just need to get out there and say it. So thank you everybody for the encouragement and for hanging in here with me. Hey Harvey, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming by. Harvey, when you come in, please just speak once and give us a chance to acknowledge you. Monda, I'm sorry, but you know what? There's always the replay. Harvey, we're going over to David's, the bearded yarn dude, because we're finished here. And then when we leave there, we're going over to Unapologetically Mocha, okay? Yeah, Monda, I too hate it when I make something for people and I don't see it or they don't appreciate it. And Maribel, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Harvey, like I said, we're going over to David's and then we're going over to Unapologetically Mocha. So we will see you over there, okay? And when you come in, just say hi once and give us a chance to acknowledge you. And you know what, Harvey? It's okay being late because we all do things at different times because everybody's on a different time zone. So please watch the replay and give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Melanie, I will see you over at Mocha's. I guess I need to drop a link, don't I? Hold on, everybody. Let me drop a link for Mocha because I don't think I have any mods in the chat. I think everybody has gone to eat or something. Hang on, let me get a Thea, you have a wonderful day. Okay, I'll see. Oh, Thea, you don't have a wrench either. Hold on, Thea. Let me drop this link for everybody, and I'll see you over at Mocha's because we have probably missed David. Okay. Here we go. Here's the link for Unapologetically Mocha, and she should be live in about 5 minutes. Well, she should be live now, actually. Everybody, Merry Christmas. If I don't see you before Christmas, please stay safe, social distance, wear your mask because we know what's going around in the world.
Still going on.
Everybody, bye. Thank you, Melanie, for everything.
Thank you for
I
having me.
take you off of here before I sign out. The StreamYard's kind of crazy. All right, everybody, have